pushed.
Mm.
I think it was DiBiase
Yeah.
because DiBiase was in Jalen Duran's face,
Right.
and he ran up on Jalen Duran like he wanted to, punch him.
Right.
So Jalen Duran just smushed him in the face to say, "Hey, give me some breathing room."
Right. Bro,
And
it
then
was
and then
crazy.
Miles Bridges,
Uh-huh.
and Isaiah Stewart. They got in the Isaiah
Mm.
Stewart and Miles Bridges. They got in traditional boxing stances. Like when you see the
Crazy.
scuffle, they look
Yeah.
like how boxing trainers teach you how to hold up your hands.
Right.
You keep you keep your knuckles up and you
Yeah.
keep your elbows down. that
Right.
that was like textbook.
I didn't understand that. I'm like, bro, like y'all coming off the bench for a regular game. It's only February. It's not like it's any playoff implications. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It was just wow. I'm like, bro, like really? Y'all really doing this right now?
And the thing is, man, like they
Mm.
like you know the fight happened.
Right.
The fight and the suspension. It came at a time when
Mm.
the Pistons really got a tough stretch ahead of us. Like we got to play the
Right.
Knicks, we got to play OKC.
Uh-huh.
So
Salute, salute.
with
Salute, man. How you doing?
Chilling was good.
I am doing good, bro. What's up,
We
yeah,
Russell?
talk we talking some basketball right now. Just a lot of shit going on, you know.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, yeah, I
but
think
but
uh, I was saying like Isaiah Stewart should know better though. Like you can't get off the bench, you know?
he was the furthest away from the action,
Right. And then he
and
jumped in and he was the one that was fighting Bridges.
yeah,
Yeah, that is
and the thing is, man, like NBA players, if they're not tough guys, like if you want to knuckle up, go into boxing.
right.
Like
We'll
that's
see.
I uh I hope to me
Hmm.
the only saving grace about it is that Isaiah Stewart, he's good defensively, and
Right.
even though he's made some improvements, with post moves and
Hmm.
using his footwork,
Right.
to get up and unders,
Hmm.
it's still 10 points a game. Like Paul
Right.
Reed, he'll be able to pick up the slack. But
Hmm.
yeah, you're right. Like you just can't. I know. Like I'm glad that Isaiah Stewart is proud to play in Detroit, and
Right.
he takes pride in being blue collar and never backing down.
Hmm.
And I even appreciate Isaiah Stewart, in a way, taking up for his brother Jalen Duran.
Right.
But it would be different if Isaiah Stewart was actually on the court at the
Hmm.
same time as Jalen Duran,
Right.
and Isaiah Stewart was just decided to just get it cracking.
Facts.
But Adam Silver he took mercy on us. Like I don't if this was like David Stern, he would have
uh
been suspended for the rest of the year.
right. Facts.
Like we really caught a break, and I hope
Yeah.
going forward, I hope JB Bickerstaff
Hmm.
and the other coaches and Kate Cunningham really press upon him that when a situation like that arises, you gotta think a little bit more, think more critically and not give into your baser urges
Right.
to want to get into a fight.
Facts. It's crazy. I'm like, yo, like, and then the media now is gonna blow it up bigger than it is. It's just a little scuffle. It wasn't nothing major.
Mm-hmm.
Pervase, what up? The link is in the chat if you want to join us, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it was
the
just
fight, the fight never, went. They never went into the stands. It didn't bleed over to courtside. So I'm glad that it was contained within the lines.
It could have been bigger, like because once I saw Durant and Dibiate go like near the sidelines, I'm like, yo, it could have went in the stands, but thank God it didn't.
And that wasn't the only game that led into players brawling. I think I saw like the Hawks.
Salute.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's good, man? Kaveh's new album out, making moves, man. I'm loving it.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, man. How y'all doing, man?
Chilling. This is Rocker Bash. I don't know if y'all ever met. This is Rocker, Kaveh.
Peace, man.
Yo, salute.
Peace, man. So what y'all talking about today?
We're gonna talk about the J. Cole album. I gotta talk about this because I was on another platform last night and people thought I was hating on the album, but I like it, but I got some issues with it. We gotta talk about that. Okay. Friday is gonna be 30 years for All Eyez On Me. I want to get your thoughts on that album. Right now we're talking about the scuffle between the Hornets and the Pistons that happened.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I've heard about it, because I live here in Charlotte, so I've been hearing all about it on the radio.
Yeah. And Charlotte went into that game with like what, a 9-game winning streak?
Yeah,
they buzzing right now. They buzzing right now, yo.
Right. The hottest team. Only what I heard was a lot of like discrepancy about like how the person that initiated it got less game suspensions than the people that were just defending themselves.
Dibiate.
Yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. It's like, yo, this dude mushed him in the face and then like threw punches to the back of people's heads and has a history of being in them kind of in them kind of situations, but yet still got less time. Right. And they're saying it's because the Pistons is such a like hot, like they're number one in the, I guess, in the East right now.
Yeah.
All right, in the NBA. So they're kind of playing favoritism to Detroit.
What? Let me tell you.
When has the league ever played favorites with the Pistons?
I guess now because if you look at the league, it's like everybody's kind of like on a down year besides the Pistons. It seems like,
if the league was actually playing favorites with the Pistons, then we would have gotten Victor Wembanyama when the Pistons were the worst team in 2021 through 2022.
Rocker Bash is a Pistons fan. He's from Detroit.
I mean, there's no other way to explain it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you explain, the NBA's actions as far as like the discipline towards certain players? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, if Diop, I can't pronounce his name, Musa Dibiate.
Dibiate or something, yeah.
Yeah, if he would have never gotten in Jalen Duran's face, he never would have, been mushed in the face by Jalen Duran, and he could have walked away with his dignity.
But the thing is, I think they gave more suspension to Isaiah Stewart for coming off the bench because you can't do that no more. That's what it was. It's like even if he was in the game and he was a part of it, they probably would have gave him less time. But he came all the way off the bench to start another fight with Miles Bridges. That's why he got more time.
And also it's by reputation because Isaiah Stewart a couple years ago, he went after LeBron and he damn near took the entire. It took his teammates, it took the referees, and it took all of the police that was on hand to keep him from killing LeBron.
But in fairness to Isaiah, though, LeBron gave him a cheap shot. He gave him like an elbow to his face, though, and he started bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when he was at the foul line and the referee ain't see it. Like, so I was like, yo, go after LeBron. Why not? Nobody else do it.
Yeah, like LeBron, he has a history of starting shit and been hiding his hands.
You're right,
so
exactly.
Isaiah Stewart just
you
decided.
See, LeBron was. You see how LeBron was. LeBron wasn't running from him. He was calmly walking off the court, and it took like the whole coaching staff to stop Isaiah from going after him.
And that was when Russell Westbrook was on the team. Even Russell Westbrook backed up like, exactly. Oh, okay, yo, big fella, like your beef is not with me. All right.
Right. Yeah, like LeBron gave him a cheap shot. I'm like, you can't do that. And the referees ain't call it. I'm like, because it's LeBron. If it was any other player, they would have called that. That's a flagrant right there.
Yo, Detroit is literally in the middle of every brawl in NBA history. It's crazy. Yeah.
Hey man,
bad boys, yo.
Yeah, we were.
You know what I mean?
Yo, man, we were never. We're a Midwestern basketball team, and we're in the middle of the coast. You got the Lakers, in the East. You got the Lakers in the West. You got the Celtics in the East. So the bad boy Pistons, we had to scrap and fight for every a piece of food in the streets, because like the Celtics and the Lakers, they're damn near spoiled. They get all of the media coverage, they get all of the All-Stars, they get all of the championships, and in a way the Pistons were influential, because like right after the bad boy Pistons, you had other teams trying to copy Detroit's formula. Mm-hmm. Including a couple teams in the mid '90s, when Pat Riley was trying to instill that toughness for the Knicks back in the day.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But yeah. I think the Knicks was like the last team that was really with the shits. Like there was a couple of teams in the NBA that tried to be what the Pistons were, but I felt like the Knicks was the only team back then that was really ready to take it there if it meant.
I think even back then, like the league was tougher back then. Like when you got to play the Seattle Supersonics and the Blazers, the Jazz, they were all tough teams. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like the Pistons had a Rodman, and they had Mahorn. You had Lane Beal. Like they were an all around tough team that they didn't care who they played, right? So it's like naturally they're gonna be in those scuffles and fights that people remember, right? It's not like now. Like now it's like everybody's friends. Everybody's following each other on social media. But back then it's like when you played a certain team, you knew like you got to be ready for the Blazers. You got to be ready for the Sonics, Houston, you know what I mean? So
yeah, right now it's more like they have that one player on their squad that has that element. They like a lot of teams look for that, but it's not like back in the day, like you're talking about, like the whole squad is on that type of time, like what I'm saying?
Exactly. Mojo, what up, yo?
Hey, salute.
Peace.
Yeah, man.
You know what? There was another team in the '90s that I used to watch as much as I could. Those Alonzo Mourning, Miami Heat teams.
Yeah.
Yo, they were not playing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
I always felt like Alonzo Mourning should have got a ring, but that damn Jordan, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jordan Ewing.
Jordan was a problem.
Was in the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking to my brother about
and Shaq was in the way.
Yeah, with John Starks on that Knicks team when the Knicks went to the finals against the Spurs in '99.
John
I think he was. I think he was still there.
What was he?
I think he was still there.
I can't
If I'm
remember.
not mistaken. Because we still have Sprewell. We had Allen Houston.
God damn, man. Sprewell and Allen Houston, man. I remember those squads.
Yeah. They were good. It's just that they couldn't beat the Western team, you know what I'm saying? And it happened twice. Like 2 Texas teams we faced in the finals and we lost to both of them.
But you know what? Though? I'm thinking to myself, like if the Knicks would have beaten the Spurs in '99, would people would have counted that championship because of the lockout?
Of course. I mean, we would have counted it, but of course they would have had there's an asterisk next to it because it was a short season. It's still a win. You see how they do the Lakers when the Lakers won during the pandemic? It's still a win.
I don't count that, bro.
I know, but I'm saying
that's what I'm saying.
Going down in the book. Huh?
No, you know why? You know I don't count it because before, I don't know, people really don't remember this because it's like you had to actually like be there and actually remember exactly what was going on before that COVID split everything up. Before that COVID split everything up, the Lakers were like trending towards not even making the playoffs. That's what's crazy to me. It's like they were like trending to like, damn, like they looking like they might not even make the playoffs. Then all of a sudden COVID splits everything up and everybody has a fair shot inside the bubble, and then they go on the streak and win. That's mad cheesy. Like that. Yeah. That's why I don't count.
But it still go down in the record books as a win though.
Yeah, it does.
It still count. They still have to play the games though. No?
But look at it like this. If you look at all of LeBron's titles, you know, I'm talking about in terms of the adversity that he overcame, because great triumph is when you overcome adversity. Would you call the title that LeBron won in the bubble like top 3 of his titles?
No.
Yeah, because for what they had to go through. Remember they went to Orlando. Yeah, because let me tell you, because they went to Orlando, that was like the neutral site where everybody that made the playoffs was gonna play at. So and they had to set everything up in a short amount of time. Right? They were on the brink of canceling the whole season. And they said, no, we're gonna still play, but it's gonna be in a bubble. And they locked everything down in that area in Orlando. I think it was like on the Disney resort or whatever. And like for the circumstances of what the world was going through, and they had to like refocus and like basically like move their families and all that with them down there, and like you still have players that was like that was catching that was catching COVID, and then like the whole thing with what's it was Lou Williams or something that went to the strip club.
Oh, that was when he was with the Clippers,
right? And he was supposed to leave. He wasn't supposed to leave the resort, and he ended up getting in trouble for that. And they had to like refocus and play good teams. Remember Boston was in that. You had Milwaukee, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Denver, and when the Lakers played Denver, I had Denver beating them, and that didn't happen. But I really felt like Denver could have won that title they first with Murray and Jokic back then. But like for what they had to go through, and then actually winning, and then like when LeBron came to the Lakers, like the true Laker fans don't think that he's one of them. They looked at like like Kobe was like the last real Laker that they had, and then he died. You know what I'm saying? So when LeBron got there, it was like a lot of people didn't even really want him on the team, right? And then they get AD and they won. That's still gonna count and it's a historic thing because that's the only one that the NBA ever had where it was like during like a world event like that, and they still played. And the Lakers, that'll go down in history for the Lakers. Like in the Lakers lore, like they won a championship during the pandemic. That might never happen again. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's certainly the most unique NBA finals ever because it was during the pandemic.
Right.
They played in the bubble. Everybody had to be isolated. With N95 face mask. Everybody had to be vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like, wasn't it like a month?
It was like a month or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody had time to recalibrate. And the only reason why I say people will not respect that NBA Finals run for the Lakers back then is because it was unlike any other NBA Finals for any NBA champion that came before and after.
Right.
So how can you compare, LeBron's final? How can you compare the Lakers title in 2020 to LeBron, to Michael Jordan's titles in the 90s or the Lakers run in the early 2000s?
Yeah, I can't respect it solely just off the fact that they were trending to not even make the playoffs, and then they got saved by COVID. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Whatchamacallit, Davis or whatever was injured or some shit like that, and he was going to miss mad time, so he had a chance to just.
He injured now.
He had a chance to just sit around and wait for the lead to start back up. Like, it's like, okay, like if COVID didn't happen, do they even make the playoffs? Let alone win a championship?
But you know what? Like they could make a Hollywood movie out of that whole season because like Kobe was like the last true Laker, and then like he won so many championships, and then he passes away. Nobody expected that, and then after he passes away, the pandemic happens. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one blow after the other, and then it's like, okay, what are they going to do? Are they going to cancel the season? They were during mid-season when everything shut down, and then they came back. They went to the Disney resorts and started up the postseason, and I think you can make a whole Hollywood movie out of that.
You know what? Like
by design.
Mm-hmm. You think it's by design?
by design, and I said that as soon as Kobe died, and I remember Marco Polo or whatever.
Yes.
The dude,
yeah, so, I remember. That's right.
It was a lot of conspiracies and stuff. Like he's like a conspiracy theorist. So me and him were talking about that stuff, and I was like, "Yo, I'm telling you, something big is about to happen now that Kobe died." And what happened? The COVID-19.
He was right. Happening. Yeah, he was right.
Yeah, I mean that if they made a movie about it, it would be like too on the nose for a Hollywood ending.
Right.
Let me add this too. Like it was like the day or the game before Kobe died. Who just beat his world record? LeBron James. And where did he beat it in? Philadelphia. That's what I'm saying. It's all by design, bro. It's all scripted.
Yeah.
So you really think the government did the pandemic for the Lakers to win?
No, it's not. It's deeper than that. It's just way deeper than just LeBron James and shit like that. But yeah, like all this, it's a stage, bro. Like it's all a stage, man. There's too many coincidences. Like you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
LeBron James passes Kobe Bryant in Kobe Bryant's hometown. And then Kobe Bryant magically dies in a helicopter accident. And then the Lakers
don't say magically. That wasn't magical.
And then COVID happens, and then the Lakers win a championship. Like you said, it's a movie.
Yeah, we could make a movie out of that.
And also LeBron, he got to the Lakers in 2019.
Yeah,
and I remember, like this was around the time when Magic Johnson was like president of basketball operations, and he was so terrible at it.
They kicked him out.
Quit. Yeah, he quit.
Nah, they ousted him. They ousted him out of there. Jeannie Busby ousted him out of there.
Yeah, and also like Magic Johnson does not have a good track record, with with making decisions either with personnel or with coaching, because like when he was a coach, he quit like a couple weeks into the season.
But he wasn't a good coach. Not everybody that was a player can transition into being a good coach. Like it happened for Pat Riley, it happened for Phil Jackson, Jason Kidd right now with the Mavs, but not everybody could be a great coach like they was a player. And if you look at Michael Jordan's record as a as an owner. Remember for the Hornets, like he wasn't a great owner for them either.
He was like an absentee landlord. Like he didn't bother, to, get updates about, about how the team is doing. He didn't bother to do any scouting. He didn't bother to do any drafting. Like he left all of that stuff up to his minions, and they just horrible at it. like I'm gonna be on the island somewhere, just collecting on, all of my yeah. I mean, like Jordan, like Jordan doesn't even want to be bothered with regular people. You know what I mean? The only time you get to see him is when he has to, do some public speaking events to promote the Jordan brand. You know what I mean? Even when you see him courtside, he looks mad awkward.
Yeah, because I haven't been inside the what is it called, the Spectrum Stadium yet, but our arena, but I heard their food there is terrible. So he messing that up too, man. It's like, hey, man, what are you doing, man?
And how do you mess up arena food when damn near everything in the arena is standard? Like it's standard across the league.
Right. I heard they got like the worst grade, like food grade, out of all the stadiums in
the Hornets.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I can believe that, because it just seems like when Jordan, unless Jordan is involved with his sneaker collection, like anything that involves making serious decisions about basketball operations, things like design, merchandise, TV contracts, he doesn't want to be bothered with it. You know what I mean? Like imagine, just imagine if the Charlotte Hornets actually had a successful season. I'm not even talking about deep playoff run. I'm just talking about just making it to the playoffs. Could you imagine, like, the TV networks, rubbing their hands together? Like, okay, we're going to have our sideline reporter, interview Michael Jordan, while watching the game, or have them, give a couple of remarks during the halftime. The Hornets never had that opportunity because the Hornets were always low in the draft lottery.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Charlotte is fiending, man. Charlotte is fiending for, like, they really rally behind the Panthers. Like, when the Panthers are good, like, the whole city is freaking wearing that blue color, Carolina blue, and it's just the energy is crazy. So, like, if you have the Panthers and the Hornets booming at the same time, this city would be lit.
Right.
Hell yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask y'all. How do y'all feel about the NBA possibly expanding to 2 more teams? And if they do, which cities would you want them to give a team to?
They don't have one for Virginia. Why not Virginia?
Yeah.
And an NBA city, a city that I wish that the NBA would give a team to. Mississippi. Look, think about it. Like, there's no professional sports league that has a team in Mississippi at all. Like, Mississippi is part of a union.
Well, they got college. Ball out there.
Yeah, but they don't. I mean, Mississippi has a lot of great college teams. From Jackson State. They got a great team in Biloxi.
I don't think the NBA is in, and this is just my personal opinion. I don't think the NBA is in position to, like, expand. Like, they're struggling just trying to, operate now with the teams they have now. Like, they're really struggling, like, to keep people's attention, because, like, I honestly do do not, and it's been years, well over 10 years. I honestly don't watch basketball really until the playoffs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or at least until after the Super Bowl. Like now, I'll start looking here and there. But when I was a kid, I watched the whole season, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like I'm not even like all the traveling and what's a travel, what's not a travel, and it's just the league is just a mess right now. So I don't think they're really in a position to like they shouldn't be thinking about expanding.
Yep, but every sports league does this. Like they get rid of one team and bring a new team, and then years later they say, "Oh, you know what? The fan base misses this team. Let's bring it back." That's what they're doing with Seattle. Seattle gonna end up getting a team again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, okay, the Seahawks just won another championship with Sam Darnold. You got the Mariners that's playing well. Let's bring back the Supersonics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's
gonna get
like something like that. I wouldn't mind. Like a team that's already been here and they kind of like established and has a name, like Sonics. Yeah, but like just popping up like, the North Dakota Rockers.
Yo. It's like it's gonna generate money for the city of Seattle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind them bringing back the Sonics. I felt like they shouldn't have left anyway. But like if it's like a new city, I would say like Virginia or like you said, like Mississippi doesn't have a professional team out there. You know, something like that.
Yeah, and also I respect Gary Payton for declining wanting his jersey lifted in the rafters in OKC. He was like, "Look, my career. I played my career in Seattle, not Oklahoma City."
Exactly. Yeah.
So if they were to bring a team back to Seattle, I would love for Seattle to reach out to Gary Payton and maybe either have him coach or be a general manager or have some role in the basketball operations.
What about Kansas? Kansas used to have a team. They had the Kings out there at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean that would give a team to Missouri.
Right. Because you got the Chiefs, you got the Royals. They had an NBA team, and then the team went to Sacramento.
What's the closest team to Missouri?
That's here.
Yeah, in the NBA.
I don't know.
It's a damn good question.
How close is
that?
They don't.
Is that Thunder, Oklahoma City?
Okay, see.
I'm not sure.
They don't have a St. Louis team either. They don't have a St. Louis team. They don't have a. It might be Cleveland. I don't know.
That's a good question. Because the closest team that the closest NBA team that Kansas has is ironically Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. So it is OKC. The Thunder.
Yeah. Because Kansas is west of Missouri.
Right. Yeah. Maybe they give them another team again. You know.
Give who?
Kansas.
Oh, I thought you said Denver. I was like, Denver already got a team.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, I believe that. I believe Kansas was the team before they moved to Sacramento. I remember when they did like the throwback, when they had like throwback jerseys. I think it was Kansas they had on their uniform.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they left like a long time ago. But I mean, you could give Kansas they old team again, or like I said, like Seattle, I wouldn't have a problem. I think Seattle probably gonna be like the choice that they do. And then they pick like a new city. Is like shit, that could be anywhere. Vegas don't have a team yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
but to be totally honest, man, I think maybe just me, but I don't think people in Vegas are really clamoring for an NBA team.
Right.
Because they got so much action, with the gambling and with the casinos and Wayne Newton, owns that city. Like,
he said Wayne Newton.
I mean,
but that's why they would. I think that's why they brung the Raiders over there and shit. Like,
right.
Because sports betting is huge now.
Yeah,
and you got the hockey team. You got the Golden Knights out there.
And you got the WNBA Aces or whatever.
Yeah.
They got the arena. The arena is beautiful.
Right.
I mean, shit. Like, the only thing about having a team in Vegas is that you got to be worried about players being more interested in hitting the slots.
Right.
Than hitting
well, I
shots.
mean, is it legal now? It's legal to bet on NBA games, right?
I don't know.
You can't. I don't think you could bet on games that you're playing in.
Right. Oh yeah. The players can, but like the public can.
Yeah.
Right? And then like the hockey team just won. They won their first title in 2022, and they just got there. So they already have a championship from a major professional team out there.
Wow.
I
didn't even know they had a hockey team. Okay.
Yeah, they won in 2022. So
you know who really got screwed? Is the Bay Area. I mean, minus the Warriors, like the Athletics left.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The Raiders left. The Raiders left.
Where you gonna kick the A's to?
Yeah,
Mojo, you from the Bay? Where they relocating the A's to?
Vegas.
I think Vegas. Oh, Caesar, they're going to Vegas, right?
Wow.
So you got your baseball team out there.
Yeah. Oakland. It's not the Bay that got screwed. It's Oakland that got screwed.
Okay.
Because San Francisco and Oakland are right next to each other.
Right.
Just right across the bay. And Oakland lost, Raiders fans are diehard, and they lost the Raiders, and now they're losing the A's. The fans aren't as diehard as the Raiders, but they're still very faithful, and there's a lot of fans. So it's really too bad for them. It sucks.
So, question, I always wanted to know this. You're from Oakland, I suppose?
I'm not from Oakland. I'm from a little north of the Bay Area. So
okay, but so I wanted to know what is the vibe like in that area now? Like, they take away the Raiders. So are those Raiders fans still Raiders fans, or like how does that work?
They are. Yeah,
okay.
Most of them. Yeah, most of them are, because they're not gonna. I would say, I don't know if I'm right on this, but I would say probably 90% of them are gonna stay Raiders fans, maybe even more, 95%, and then maybe a few percent might switch over to Niners, but probably not. Because the Niners aren't even in the aren't really even in the Bay Area. They always show shots of San Francisco, but their stadium's like an hour away, like in the middle of nowhere. So it's like, they don't play in San Francisco anymore. They play in Santa Clara, which is like an hour south.
Oh wow!
So they couldn't get a new arena in San Francisco?
I think they could, but they went with Santa Clara, which is like, it's like near, Stanford and all the tech companies and stuff like that. So that's like where like more of the money stuff is. But
it's pretty much like MetLife, but MetLife is like only 30 minutes maybe from the city.
Yeah,
it's basically like that for sure. For sure.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was still in San Francisco.
Nope, Santa Clara. So Candlestick
Park was actually in San Francisco.
Yes, Candlestick Park was
Okay.
San Francisco.
Okay.
And now Levi's is in Santa Clara, which is, depending on where you are in the Bay Area, it's like 40 minutes to an hour away.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
it's
They might as well
crazy.
call them the Santa Clara from 90s.
Because it just doesn't have the name,
Right.
It doesn't have the name.
The Santa Clara Niners.
And then when they do the shot, like for the Super Bowl, there were all those great shots of the Golden Gate Bridge and the beautiful shots of the Bay Bridge and the Bay and everything. If they were the Santa Clara 49ers, there'd be nothing to show. There's, like I said, it's in the middle of nowhere. Like there's no like landmarks or anything. Like you what are you going to do a flyover on Google on like the Google headquarters? That's like what
the East Rutherford Giants.
Oh God.
But yeah, the San Francisco Giants are the only team that has stayed because like we said, so the Oakland lost the Raiders, and then they lost the A's, and then they lost the Warriors too. The Warriors are back in San Francisco, so they lost all three of their teams.
That's crazy.
But the Warriors are still at least in driving distance. Like people who are in Oakland can get there, but it's not in Oakland anymore. So, the San Francisco Giants are the only team that's like stayed in the Bay Area, like in the same location, and they're gonna stay there for a long time. It's I've been to a lot of baseball stadiums, and
they're grandfathered in.
And I think I'm biased, but I think it's the best baseball stadium. Just that, like, nothing beats that the view when you're in there, and the vibe is just incredible.
Like moving San Francisco Giants would be like moving the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Definitely.
What was from what I understand, the city of Oakland, they didn't want to pay for a new stadium, so they just let the existing stadium just break down. Is that correct?
For which team?
The Athletics.
The A's, right? Yeah. So there was a proposal. They actually had a proposal for a new layout in Oakland. They were going to build a new stadium, but I think it was up to the ownership, and just like it's all about money. So, they decided to go to Vegas because that's where the owners of the team are. That's why. Like all of last year, and I think the year, like as soon as they announced that they were moving to Vegas, the big thing was like people would show up to A's games wearing t-shirts that say "sell," like "sell the team," because it's the owners. Yeah, everyone. If you like look back, like if you Google it, like that's at every game, people who are sitting behind the behind the plate, who are on TV in the shot, like they're wearing "sell." Like at every A's game, there's people wearing "sell," like because they want them to stay in Oakland, but it's the ownership that is just going to Vegas for the money, because they had a whole blueprint for a new stadium that looked like really nice, and it was going to be in a good location in Oakland. So they had that all set, but then the ownership decided to go to Vegas instead.
That's great.
Yeah, but the stadium's not going to be ready there, so they're playing in. They're literally playing in a minor league. They're playing in the Giants minor league stadium in Sacramento for the next 2 years until their stadium in Vegas is ready.
Man, I think that's kind of poetic justice.
It's crazy.
Right.
It's it's just like Oakland. Yeah, Oakland lost all their teams. Like they had 3 teams. They had the Raiders, the A's, and the Warriors, and then in a matter of like 2-3 years they lost all their teams.
Is Oakland that bad? Damn.
It just doesn't have it's all about money. Like when you guys were saying like where would an expansion team? There would never be I know you were just joking, but there would never be a team in North Dakota because there's no revenue there. They're only going to build a stadium for a new team where there's revenue. So that's just it doesn't matter if you have diehard fans like in a place if there isn't enough of them, if it isn't a big city, then it's just sadly not going to matter.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago, one of the weirdest beefs started because of the Niners losing. Do you remember when E40 and Richie Rich had beef?
Yeah.
I was for a minute I thought it was really going to go left because in my opinion 40 was tripping. He was tripping, man. Like
right.
Yeah, I didn't. I did not get that at all. I'm like, why y'all beefing? Up in the same town.
Yeah, because I think it started when this was after when the Niners lost to the Chiefs, and then Richie posted a picture of E40 with Raiders with some Raiders gear, and then wrote in the comments, "You fucking rat." And then once he said, once E40 wrote, "You're a snitch," in Richie Rich's comments, that was when Richie Rich, he went on camera. He was like, "Look, either you produce evidence that I snitched, or your respect in the Bay Area is over," or something to that effect.
Wow.
And Cooler has prevailed, because like a couple of days later, E40 and Richie Rich, they had like a dinner, and E40 apologized, and they had this powwow where they laid out all of their cards on the table, and then the beef was squashed. But
who paid for dinner?
Yo, that's a good question.
E40 should. E40's probably one of the richest rappers, at this point. He's got his tequila business, he's got his wine business, he's got his foot in so many businesses.
He probably got the keys to the Bay.
Yeah, he's also an ambassador for the Niners and
he's
the Warriors.
He's a huge Niners, Warriors. He's a huge Bay Area. He's a great representation for Bay Area, just everything, but especially sports. He's always at Giants games and Warriors games. He's always at all the games, and he sits with the owners.
I've been seeing him there.
He sits behind the plate. He sits with the owners, so he has a good rapport with all the major teams, and he's a good ambassador for the Bay.
Sprinkle me, man.
Yep.
Yo, I think E40 is the most savvy of Bay Area rappers because, no disrespect at all. I hope this isn't intended as disrespect, but where's Spice One at? I thought Spice One was going to have a long career.
What he did?
What I'm saying is that his run in the 90s is incredible. But what I'm saying is that I thought he would be where E40 was, where E40 is right now.
Right.
Yeah, E40 is almost like the Bay Area equivalent to what Snoop Dogg is, kind of.
That's a good comparison.
He'll pop up. E40 will pop up just everywhere. You're like, what is he doing here?
I don't even know. I don't even know E40's last album, but when you see him, look like you recognize him.
He's always dropping albums. Actually, I think he dropped one, maybe not last year, but the year before. Let me see, but it's still like pretty decent stuff.
I think I did like the album that he did with Be Legit. I think called Connected.
Yeah, that was a great album.
He even slowed down. He even slowed down his flow, to match up what Be Legit says, because you know how Be Legit raps real slow.
Right.
In 40, he slowed down his flow so that it doesn't sound like, hyper fast, between him, and then you got, Be Legit rapping real slow.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I think that might have been a double album too, actually.
And the Bay Area is moving really heavy, because I see LaRussell, he signed some deal with Rock Nation.
Yeah.
And I see what he be doing with the concerts in his backyard. I mean, that's truly being a hustler.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. He's like the mentor to one of my good buddies, actually, who we went to high school together. Like we're in the same class, and his name's John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Yeah, he used to go by Notro, but he just changed his name because his real name is John Wayne. But yeah, he's like getting mentored by LaRussell, and yeah, he's doing it different. He's kind of has like a different blueprint to because I was actually surprised that he's signing that deal with Rock Nation. I got to look at the details because I feel like he's been doing everything so independently, and that's kind of been like his image.
Mantra.
Yeah, that's been his mantra, and his image has been like, look what I can do, like all independently. So I want to see what that deal is with Rock Nation. I wouldn't assume that it's a full on deal. Like I would assume maybe it's like a partnership in some regards.
Yeah, especially nowadays where everything's like digital. I really don't think there's like getting a record deal is absolutely necessary. Like unless you're like need some like a middleman to like get into like sync licensing stuff and stuff like that. But as far as like distribution and shit like that, nobody's really selling CDs like that. Like, you know what I mean?
J. Cole
like,
is.
I mean, massive.
We're gonna get to that though. We're gonna get to that.
I mean, even him, like if you look at the sales, we're not talking about like he just like he's about to win a Grammy off of record sales. Like
you never know. You never know. It's the Grammys.
Nah, but I mean,
I see what you're saying.
You hear what I'm saying? Like you feel what I'm saying?
No,
like,
CDs are more niche, more than anything. Like
it's
nostalgia.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgia, like kind of gimmicky thing that he's doing, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm selling CDs from my joint because just for like people that want to collect it. But I'm just talking about as far as like how it used to be, like you know, with distribution, your album goes out to all these stores, Best Buy, you know, whatever, and you know, people buy your album. It's not like that anymore. Everything's digital, so. Like what do you need distribution really for? Like besides you can do that. You can do it. Yeah, you could do it yourself. Just go on DistroKid or
I think it's more like people want collectibles now. So that's why vinyls have made a resurgence. So people collect vinyls, merch. So as a independent artist, you're going to make your money from like you're going to make most of your money off of shows and merch. So if you got good like merch of any kind, you know, whether it be apparel or vinyl or I mean, when I went and saw the Living Legends, they got like, you know, the Grouch and like Sunspot Jones, they got different like cool, like Sunspot Jones has like he wrote like he's written books, So he's got like his own book that he was selling at the merch table. The Grouch had like a DVD, like he made like a DVD that so like all this like random like merch stuff that isn't your typical just like t-shirt, jackets, like it's kind of different stuff, like creative, like Eli does artwork, so he sells like his paintings for like and his artwork for like $100 a pop or whatever. So different people have and like people will like, you can get like for like hardcore fans, like they'll buy what I've seen is like artists writing like lyrics down, like like custom lyrics, like, all right, like what's your favorite verse, I'll write that verse out, like on a page, and I'll send it to you, so you gotta get creative.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, I've seen. That's the new thing. Like as an independent artist, it's hard to make money. So people are being creative with the way they do it.
Yeah, everything is merch, and nowadays, and I love it. And the person the person I feel like does it the best is Mass Appeal and Nas and Mass Appeal. Like all their artists and everything he puts out like has some type of merch with it, and like a unique merch with it. If it's like a sculpture or just like an action figure or some shit like that, like it's dope, man. I've seen like lunch boxes and all sorts of different shit. I think it's dope, but to my question is just like really, like what do you need a record label for these days? Like I wonder what record labels offer these days.
I wonder if LaRusso's deal with Rock Nation. The only thing I can see where it would make some sense is if Rock Nation is going to help him expand, like with touring, because like LaRusso, he does like the backyard concerts. So I wonder, does he want to put on these concerts in other cities, and maybe Rock Nation need help with design and lighting. And as far as like as far as like booking venues that can hold more people, but there's no way he signed a standard record deal with Rock Nation at this stage of his career. Like I would be shocked.
It's all about expansion and fame. I believe is. I'm not saying specifically for LaRusso, but I'm saying why people sign record deals is because they want the fame, they want the name, because and they want the money, but they're not gonna get the money. That's the thing that they don't. That's the thing that they don't know. But they want or maybe they do know it, but they don't care. But it's gonna like it's almost like kind of selling your soul, almost, like
very much.
Like, so, to sign a big record deal like that, like off of just like one, for the people who are doing it off of just like one hit that blew up on TikTok or something like that, like they're basically just doing it because they want to like be famous, like they just want to be famous.
Those people I understand, like people that, woke up one day and was messing around with their boys and made a song and it became viral and a hit. And then the record label's like, hey, that's a hit. I'm going to give you such and such $1 million to make your album, but you're going to have to pay all that back anyway. And,
there's stipulations with everything. Stipulations with everything.
I get like people like that come from nothing. They're like, oh shit, you're gonna give me money to do this? You're gonna make me feel okay, cool. Like, but like as far as like people that are already established, and,
right.
I just don't.
Then I would say expansion. Then I would say it's for, because like you guys were saying, he's got his LaRusso, like for example, again, LaRusso, like he's got his backyard shows and everything. But that's what makes the most sense to me, is that he wants to make it a worldwide thing, and getting being with Rock Nation will make that make that easier for him to do. but it could be a different reason altogether that I'm not sure of. Again, it could be a money thing, but I'm not sure.
And I think, and also with LaRusso, he's a very charismatic performer.
Yes.
And I could see him, in a couple of years, transition into acting like what Vince Staples, later went on to do with his show on Netflix. I think like LaRusso, like he could probably, do something with, short stories, or do something with movies that he financed himself, and it can be just him just documenting, what he does in his daily life, and then flip it, into something similar to what Vince Staples did. Like, what do y'all think about that?
Yeah, I see that. I actually feel like I've seen him in a movie already for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see him being definitely like in a comedy, potentially even even like a comedy series. Like
Salute.
Salute. Who?
What's good?
Oh, what's up? Like Childish, or Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Something like that. So yeah.
Yeah. What did y'all hear about Gene Simmons?
What's up?
Yeah, Gene Simmons says that rap does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
It's too ghetto or something like that. I'm like, dude.
But he's way late to the party. Like, rappers have been enshrined in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame since 2007.
Right.
Like he missed the memo.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. Uncle, what's good, bro?
Yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I think Gene Simmons is right, bro.
You think he's right?
Yeah, I think he's right.
Why?
I think he has a point.
You think he has a point? Y'all all agree like hip hop shouldn't be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I don't necessarily agree with that, but he does have a point. I do see his point though.
I told you. I'm saying
it's like I don't mind it being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, maybe hip hop should have his own Hall of Fame too, because it should be.
Yes, we do need that. I said that last week. Yeah, we do.
Like so that's why I feel like, yeah, he does have a point, but at the same time, I don't mind it, for now. But
I would feel like for example, like if the Hip Hop Hall of Fame inducted Linkin Park, that would be head scratching. You know what I mean? So
right,
I could see where he's coming from. But the only thing is, like, rap is not the only genre that is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but isn't rock and roll. Like Miles Davis is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You got
R&B.
Yeah, you got hell. Donna Summers is in the.
So where do you put the R&B? If they got TLC and Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and if they got R&B and pop in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where do they go? Do they need their own separate museum too?
I don't know. I think because hip hop is so new, and hip hop is like is kind of like the hip hop and rock and roll is like A and B almost now. Like there's no other, like, rock and roll was like the dominant, most dominant, most influential genre. You know what I mean? Right. And then hip hop, and then and no other genre really took that kind of spot but hip hop. If you think about it, there's no other genre. I mean, you could say like I mean, I know country's popular in its demographic, but it's not as influential as hip hop.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like hip hop, it kind of can stand on its own. You know what I mean?
Right.
As its own. That's why I feel like it probably should have its own Hall
but
of Fame.
so can soul music though. So like especially like the Motown era. See, like they got the museum. Out in
but I think like that music kind of ties in with rock and roll though, because rock and roll is from like way back, like back in the days, and that ties into soul and funk and stuff like that. So that's cool. Like I think that suits the name, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for like soul funk artists and stuff like that. But as far as like hip hop,
I could see the name. I could see the name perhaps being changed because I don't think they're gonna. They're not gonna create another one and transfer people over, but I could see it being like, the rock and roll and more, and blank all of the rock and roll and more Hall of Fame. But it's not going to be like that. But I could see the name just being changed to include other genres. But I would say it doesn't have the popularity, but I would say jazz is really big and such a big influence for especially for hip hop. That kind of the free flow of it and how it evolved from it's been around for a long time.
But I even consider jazz like I would put that under rock and roll too, because it's like you know what I mean, it just all fits with the
less structure.
It fits in with like the blues and stuff like that. So very instrumental, like you know what I'm saying. As far as like it, so
but it's got a direct influence on hip hop. So you could almost say it's the bridge,
for sure,
between the two, because like you said, like rock and roll was the like the number one genre. And now it feels like hip hop is the number one genre. And it feels like jazz was kind of the bridge, but between the two, really.
That's true.
I kind of got a kick out of Gene Simmons.
I feel like Gene Simmons only said that because he knows that rap is bigger than rock and roll right now, and he doesn't want an abundance of our hip hop stars in that hall with the likes of Kiss and Guns N' Roses.
Yo, I kind of got a kick out of Gene Simmons saying when he made the remarks, he said, "Rap is not my language. I don't come from the ghetto. It ain't my music."
Exactly my point. See what I'm talking about? He can't relate.
Yo, but you know,
he's not at the same time, Rocker. At the same time, he's not gonna turn down a check if Jay-Z woke up tomorrow and said, "Let me sample a Kiss record." He's not gonna turn down that check.
But you know why he played himself with that comment? Because he said he's not from the ghetto, but Chuck Berry, Ike Turner, where did they come from? It damn sure wasn't the suburbs.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
a lot of those rock artists even came from broken homes. They came from trailers.
Yeah.
They didn't grow up rich.
And Elvis Presley had a song called "In the Ghetto." So
crazy.
So is Gene Simmons, going to say, that ain't real rock and roll because he can't relate? That's why he played himself.
Right.
Yeah, he did.
What did you all think about the Super Bowl on Sunday?
Hey, you mind if I say something about the Gene Simmons thing though? Just real quick.
Okay, what's up?
I don't think Gene Simmons was saying it that way. I think Gene Simmons was saying it kind of like how old, dusty, crusty, drug-using rockers who can't talk, who don't have media training, give compliments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was his awkward way of saying that that's not his style. He not from that. And I think I can kind of see where he is showing a little appreciation for that, because for some, we saw the change of real rock and roll change in the 80s, like multiple different times in like a 4-year stretch.
Mm-hmm.
Like we saw the emergence of groups like Low Feet and the Doobie Brothers, and you see acts like Casey and the Sunshine Band and excuse me, and Christopher Cross and a whole bunch of different style of groups that took the spotlight away from one of my favorite groups of all time, Led Zeppelin, which is a heavy rock and roll group, legendary for lyrics and for musicianship and things of that sort. I think what he's saying is that, you know, kudos to them. They did their thing. We did our thing. But I just don't know if these two things go together. Like, one of the instances I'll say is for those that really love music, those that really love music, you remember when rock and roll took the twists and turns from groups like where did this group Genesis come from? Like, and that's a rhetorical question. I'm just saying that just to prove a point.
Right.
Like groups like Chicago, Boston, Jefferson Airplane, right? All these different groups. Like, you look at certain groups like the Rolling Stones that were like the grandfathers of a lot of different groups, and then you see the morphing of rock and roll at the beginning of the 80s as it twists and turned down these roads to even to the point where our commercialized MTV rock bands,
right?
They passed the torch to the hair bands. Yeah, I remember the rock bands where everybody had the big hair.
Yeah, and those bands were really lame.
You're right,
in my opinion.
Right. And I was gonna get to that, and then rock morphing into grunge. Yeah, I remember grunge.
Yeah.
And so so rock and roll morphed a lot. I could see what he's talking about, but I think that sometimes people just say stuff in the weirdest, most clumsy way. Like they're trying to say something, you know how like you try to say one thing and you wind up saying something different.
Right.
Yeah, like backhanded compliments.
Yeah. So to them cats like Gene Simmons, man. For one, there's only a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. There's only a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because of certain groups, right? There were only a limited amount of groups, right? We all know that it should be the Music Hall of Fame. We know that,
right?
Yeah,
you know it should be the Music Hall of Fame. But if he's saying the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you got rappers in it that are trying not to be rock and roll,
right?
Why is he wrong?
Because it's like, why is he singling out hip hop and you're not doing that for R&B or for country or for jazz? Country music is not rock and roll.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Black people forget about that.
And just the fact that he came out and said, "Oh well, I don't understand because I'm not from the hood." It's like you already have a personal vendetta against hip hop
and black people in general.
and I understand. And Gene Simmons, he comes across as a purist, and I understand purists because purists, they really want something that is without any dilution, and I can appreciate that. I feel that way about hip hop, but there was a way he could have expressed that sentiment without putting down rap or putting down people that come from the ghetto.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah. I agree.
Agreed. Yep. I feel like it should be the Music Hall of Fame, but it's too late to change the name now, bro.
I mean, like this is what I would want to ask Gene Simmons. So, the first the first rappers that were inducted into the Rock and Roll of Fame was Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 in 2007. So what was you doing between then and now that you did not notice that this shift was happening? Why didn't you voice this opinion back then?
Right.
That's a great point.
Exactly. You know. What did y'all think about the Super Bowl? If you saw it on Sunday, what did y'all think?
The first 3 quarters was boring.
It was. I hated it.
Yeah, the Patriots were terrible, and the Seahawks was whooping their ass.
Yeah.
My mom, who doesn't even look at football.
It wasn't entertaining.
My mom, who doesn't even follow football, she doesn't know how to follow the game, and she was asking me like, "How come nothing is happening?"
Right.
The Seahawks, the Patriots were playing terrible at the beginning.
Yeah.
And they were really close, but the Seahawks beat them.
I mean, the major thing that I took away was that offensive line for the Patriots was god awful. Drake May was running for his life.
Facts.
Like they had with the Patriots offense, they had no semblance of even getting a first down. Even any first down that they got, it was always it was just by the skin of their teeth. But the Patriots defense kept that game low scoring, to their credit.
Right.
But at some point, Drake May had to. It was a shame that it took him into the fourth quarter to answer the Seahawks touchdown or their first touchdown.
Luna said New Seattle was going to win. New England is overrated and had the easiest path to the Super Bowl, and May isn't better than Bo Nix. You got to remember, I know Luna is a Broncos fan, so he wanted Denver in the Super Bowl.
Hey, man. I wanted my Lions in the Super Bowl. Sometimes, you don't always get what you want.
I just does anybody know like the ratings for the Super Bowl? It had to be the worst.
I know the ratings for the halftime show they said was like, I think Bad Bunny was like the top 5 all time.
Oh,
number 1.
Yeah, he was, because he had Michael and
Kendrick.
Michael and Kendrick were like 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some conflicting. Yeah, but there was I believe there was some conflicting reports about that. Like people saying Bad Bunny was number 1, but he wasn't. He was.
That was just the Latin people saying that, though. The Latin community was saying he was number 1.
Yeah, and also come to find out, Kendrick was still number 1 from last year. So
I thought Kendrick's show was better. Like Bad Bunny was dope, but I get why people gonna feel like he was the best. You know what I'm saying? But his performance had a message in it too.
Yep.
But if we had to rank, I'm like it's still Kendrick and Michael for me.
Right. Yeah. And Prince.
Prince is good too. Yeah.
There's no way you're gonna beat Michael Jackson. I don't care who you are.
Hell no, not even Bad Bunny.
Yeah, but a lot of people, they may have watched the halftime show, but it doesn't mean they watched the Super Bowl.
Right.
Because a lot of them just wanted to tune in to the halftime show. It doesn't it doesn't really mean that it's not a true indicator of how many people actually watch the game.
Does anybody know the numbers for like the actual game? Like,
yeah.
Because I barely watched it. This was probably my first time. It's probably my first time ever in life where I barely watched the Super Bowl.
Really?
Right.
I
It was bad. It was bad.
It's a terrible game.
They said it made 104.9 million views.
Oh wow.
And but the Bad Bunny show had 128.2 million views. So that the actual halftime show had more ratings than the actual game.
But I think
care about halftime show, then the actual game.
I think what hurt I think what hurt the Super Bowl was that the matchup wasn't very good because like there really isn't any true rivalry.
Right.
If you're not a fan of either team, what would make you want to look? What would compel you to watch? The game, because you want to watch the game regardless. But it's not like you have like the Steelers versus the Cowboys. Like where some people just hate the Cowboys so much they want the Steelers to beat them, even if you're not a Steelers fan. I think that matchup wasn't good.
I think you're saying the offensive line was bad, but I mean Seattle's defense is just, I mean, it's the best in the league, so that's expected. So they were, so they knew that coming in, and I think the play calling wasn't very good, but also I think Drake May wasn't good. Like in those moments, you have to capitalize on your opportunities, and he did not. Like in a game like that, you have to know that like one or two plays could change the whole game, and he choked. He on third down when he had a guy open, he did a miss. He made a bad throw, and that's he did that multiple times. He did that like 3 or 4 times, and that's what lost him the game. He was
the bright lights. The bright lights got to him.
And it ain't like Sam Darnold was lighting it up either.
No, that's what I'm saying. In a game like that, you have to know that a few passes, a few key plays here and there could keep you in the game at least to potentially win it in the fourth quarter. And he just, he didn't do it.
Honestly, the Patriots weren't even supposed to be there. Like they kind of lucked up into the Super Bowl. Like they got the easiest path possible to get to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, what I mean? They ended up playing the Denver Broncos with no starting quarterback in a blizzard.
Right.
Like it's just they weren't even supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah. I wish the Niners could have been there, to play on their home field, but it was the same thing against the Seahawks. Purdy didn't step up when he needed to. He the defense, I mean, obviously their defense is incredible, but you're going to get a few opportunities, and you have to take advantage of it. And
oh, by the way,
Reedon and Maiden.
By the way, I have since we have a San Francisco fan in here, at the mall here in Charlotte, they have this kiosk machine where you could put money into it, and then it gives you like a graded sports card.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a rookie Brock Purdy's graded card. If anybody wants it.
That's cool.
What's that?
Awesome.
So it's for sale because I'm not a fan of them. So I'm like,
oh, you're selling it? Nice.
Yeah, so I'm trying to sell it.
Wow,
nice, man. Yeah, I'm sure.
But it's like you put what was that? I can't remember. I think it was like $100. I can't lie. So you put $100 in it, and you don't know it could have been a rookie Michael Jordan card. Who knows? So it's just like a mystery thing kind of thing in the middle of the mall.
Right. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, my uncle was a huge sports fan. He was from New Jersey, but big sports fan, and he would always like give me stuff when I was a little kid, and he gifted me a rookie Barry Bonds card, which was really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's like my favorite card that I have when he was skinny.
People sleep on the sport card business. Like that shit is like $1 billion freaking operation.
Yeah.
And now it's like digitalized. Like,
there's so much money to be made. Like buying and trading sports cards. I got into it a little bit, but it got a little too expensive for me, so I slowed down. But But yeah, man, you can luck up. Like you go to one of the sport card places, buy a pack for what, $100, $120, and might luck up and get like a rookie Pat Mahomes card or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that shit could cost thousands of dollars. Like, you know what I mean? You could sell it for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, it's cheap nowadays. Online where you have to buy cards and stuff.
Yeah. But have you all heard the new J. Cole album, the double album?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
What? Let me know what y'all think about it first, because I ain't gonna say nothing yet.
Wait, how about this? Before we get into it, let's just all go through and rank it 1 out of 10 real quick, and then we can get into it.
Okay. You go first.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I'll say 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Who's
going next?
Oh, I will. I'll give it maybe 3 mics.
3?
3 mics. Okay. 3 out of 5 we talking about? Or
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Okay. If we're going out of 5, then I'll give it 4.
Okay. I'm giving it 3 mics, but I'm gonna tell you why I'm giving it 3 mics. But I'm giving it 3 mics, 3 out of 5.
Okay.
I agree.
I haven't heard it yet, so I can't give a rating.
Okay.
Rock, you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it. I was well, one of the things that surprised me was J. Cole using acoustic guitar as much as he did, particularly on songs like Survive the Let Go is that the name of the song, where he talks about trying to escape a shootout in the club. Like his musical arrangements has really grown, since even the off season. So I was surprised that he incorporated a lot of acoustic guitar and a lot of acoustic bass. I know there's a lot of a lot of people don't necessarily like the song "What If."
I'm one of them.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it because on one hand, the concept is not completely original, but if executed better, I would have liked it more. But I can't help but be skeptical. And I felt like when he wrote from the perspective of Tupac and Biggie, it seemed like he was trying to write from their perspective to obfuscate his role in the Drake and Kendrick thing, and the two circumstances are completely different. Like what Drake and Kendrick engaged in, it was benign compared to what happened to Tupac and Biggie. So I felt like he was comparing. It was like apples and oranges. And I wish he would have spoken from his voice. And also, like Tupac and Biggie, they are deceased greats that cannot, they can't speak, they can't advocate for themselves. So you can't There's no way of knowing. There's no way of knowing if Biggie would have accepted Tupac's apology and Tupac would have offered an apology, because too many lines were crossed when you got a rapper saying that he had sex with your wife, that he would do certain things to your family. That's not something that you can just get over by having a drink at a bar or something. So I felt like there were some hiccups on the album where conceptually I felt like where I felt like he should have written from his own voice, but so it's not for me. It's too early to say if it's a classic album.
Hell no,
not to me.
Hell no.
And to me, I don't like it's. And right now it's February, so there's no way of even knowing if this is going to be a top 3 or top 5 rap album of the year.
It's not even an album of the year to me, not at all.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I'm probably not going to listen to this album again because there's going to be other albums that I'm probably going to like more, but to me, it's above average. There's no song on this album that really blew me away. Like, for example, as much as I did not like G and X was an okay album to me, but when I first heard Reincarnated, I had goosebumps.
Right.
Yeah, that was way better than the Fall Off.
There was hits on that album, and there weren't hits on this album. That's
Fall Off.
I think I was telling him to try that. I felt like every song, every song was good, but there was no hit. There was no hit song, but there was also no skip songs for me personally.
Right.
I agree.
So, and it is super long. It needs to be revisited. I only listened to it once, and then I went back to a few songs, but I only listened through it once. But I really enjoyed it. Like, for it being whatever it was, over an hour and a half. I was able to listen through it and not get bored, because of the variance in tracks. Like, if it was just all tracks like it was on Might Delete Later or the Off Season, that would have got boring real quick, because it would have all been that trappy beat, but it was a good mix of the new school modern sound with the trap, and then, like you said, the acoustic, then the boom bap, then the storytelling, then I thought it was a really good mix of tracks that kind of kept me engaged the whole time. And I love the tracks where there was beat switch ups halfway through.
There was?
Yeah.
There was, I didn't hear no beat switch ups on here, but I go ahead. I want you to finish though.
Like on Who the Fuck Is You, it has a major beat switch up near the end.
I must have fell asleep. I don't even remember no beat switch up on that album. You know what I'm saying? I really don't.
Yeah. There was some beat switch ups, and just good lyricism all around. And like I said, I'm not I think J. Cole's fans are some of the most annoying fans out there.
I agree.
Because they just
J. Cole fans and Drake fans are both annoying.
Yeah, for sure. Anything that they drop, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, they're gonna like it. So I really like J. Cole, but I used to not like him. I think it was partly because of the fans, because people were trying to get me into it. They're like, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread and all this stuff, and
and if you don't and if you don't like the song, you gotta listen deeper. If you don't get it, that's because you don't. It's because you don't really get it.
Yeah, exactly. They're almost think that they're on a pedestal because they quote unquote get what he's saying. It's all right,
Wait a minute, y'all talking about Kendrick fans or J. Cole fans?
No, we're talking about J. Cole. We're talking about J. Cole.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about J. Cole album.
But anyways, so I'm a middle of the road. Like I'm a J. Cole fan, but I'm not like a J. Cole stan. So like if he puts out something that isn't good, like I'll say that, or that I don't like I'll say that. Like I'm not going to just like everything. And for this album, I did really enjoy basically the whole thing, which is really I think that's a big accomplishment with a double album. It can be really easy for it to drag and for there to be a lot of skips. And like we said, although there were no big hits necessarily, there also weren't like many skippable tracks, if any. So I think it was a big accomplishment. I thought it was well done, which is why I gave it like 4 mics right now.
Salute, Ray. Hey, Unc, did you get a chance to hear the double album?
No, not yet. I haven't.
Ray, did you hear the album?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What did you think of it?
All right. I'm still listening to it. Be honest with you.
Okay.
Hold on for one second. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah.
What were y'all's favorite tracks from it?
You know my favorite song on The Fall Off? It's on disc 1.
Mm-hmm.
When what's the hook? Get the fuck about my face. Fuck you talking about? I love that hook, man.
I think that's the hit. I think that's the like if there was one hit, that's the one. What was that one called?
Was it drum and bass?
Oh, who the F is you, right? That one.
Yeah, that was the one where he's rhyming over drop a gem on him.
Right. Yeah, my favorite is drum and bass.
Yeah, I think the hook goes, "Get the fuck about my face, fuck you talking about," and there's something about that hook because I you know what, I could see, I could see like people rhyming over that beat, you know, like when rappers do mixtapes, I could see people doing their own version of drum and bass.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, fella. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was little family thing, but I just want to say one thing before I get started. Right. All right. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night, and you know how you put on your phone, and I just happened to see Chabrero on the live last night. Oh my God! Yeah, I laughed myself to sleep last night. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it was on with Nash.
Mark Nash.
Right?
Yeah, Mark Nash.
Right. So look, let me say this, and I always say this, man. I don't care where you are in the world. No critic is tougher than New York. I don't give a fuck. No critic is tougher than New York, man. Listen, I'm there dying last night. Literally, I woke up and laughed myself back to sleep. Fucking with them 2 last night. Oh my! Listen, fellas, if you got a chance, go back and watch that live they had last night. It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Right. Now, as far as J. Cole, now, what they were just, I'm gonna piggyback off of what was discussed last night, right? And I'm gonna say this: I agree with both sides, right? I didn't know that J. Cole was that deep into his own production, right? And I understand how people might have felt about what's that song called? The one that he sampled, the Realist, and
Willis.
Oh, the Ville.
Yeah, the
Ville.
I love that. I love that song personally.
Yeah, I like how he finessed it, right? And I can understand how some people might feel some type of way because, for one, we just heard a remake with Erykah Badu and Alchemist.
Right.
So that's like when you're hearing the same remake at one time, sometimes it can kind of like, you know, throw you off a little bit, right? But I liked it, and I like how he added the Outkast hook, me and you, and I like that, your mama and your cousin too. Yeah, I like that, and so that was, you know, I'm still processing it. I'm not gonna lie, but I catch myself playing it more and more. You get what I'm saying? Like, far as the new albums that's out,
Right.
I'm playing J. Cole, and I'm still processing. So, and now here's the thing I want to piggyback off of, right?
Right.
This is from discussion last night. I'm not sure if anyone on this call has called it a classic, right? Because a lot of people call things classic.
No one's called it a classic.
No. Some people have. That's why. That's why I'm saying it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. Some people. I'm not saying on it. Not on this year. But some people have, right? And they said back in the day we didn't say classic, but after we listen to it, maybe one time, maybe twice, we might say, hey, that's a 5 micer. You know what I'm saying? Or that's a 4 mics or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Which is true. I can't even get mics just yet. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a double album. And like my guy said, a double album is not easy to do. You get what I'm saying? And there's few double album classics in the history of hip hop. Right. All Eyez On Me, Wu-Tang, and Biggie.
Yep.
That's I can't double albums after that. Only close thing. See, my mom co-sign that because that's my mom's favorite group. So my mom would co-sign that. Yeah, hell yeah. My mom's love her some Bone Thugs. Real talk. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My mom love Bone Thugs. But besides that, because even Nas to me missed it with Streets Disciple.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I like some songs on that album.
Yeah, some songs, but it didn't hit like the closest thing that would have been a dope double album after the ones we just named. But they split it in half. If they didn't split up, It's Dark and Hell is Hot and Flesh in My Flesh, Blood in My Blood. If that was an album put together,
right,
that would have been added to that list. Right? That would have been added to that list along with if Nas, if they didn't leak out I Am and the autobiography. Remember in the middle of that, some of those songs got scattered, so they put some songs Nostradamus and Lost Tapes, but it was supposed to be a leaked double album.
Yeah.
If that was a full double album, that could have made that list as well. Blueprint 2 is not a classic double album.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm still processing J. Cole. So far, I fuck with it. You know what I mean? So far, I fucks with it. And one thing I like about Cole, he really be himself, right? But part of me think that Cole has a fear, a phobia. And again, I'm gonna assume. You know what the phobia is? Listen, bro. I mean, the phobia is all right. Yeah, you're famous and you're rich, right? And there's nothing wrong with being regular because at the end of the day, it's about being who you are, being true to who you are. You get what I'm saying? But Cole will go so far and go to your projects to listen to your new shit, just to feel regular. You get what I'm saying? It's like a complex. We seen it with Andre a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Andre said he want to feel normal, right? While other motherfuckers don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, I'm about to ride in this and I'm about to go ahead. I'm about to live it, my fucking life. Not saying he living his life. I'm not mad at him by going back into the Civic. He probably missed the Civic. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you miss things that kept you grounded, and it's the little things in life that make you happy, not so much as your big accomplishments.
Does anybody see like when he does stuff like that? It's like it's kind of like performative, like almost. It doesn't feel genuine. It almost feels like, hey, look at me, I'm humble.
I'm in my Civic.
I don't think it's inauthentic.
I don't think it's inauthentic either. I just think that he don't want to feel disconnected at the same time. It's a fear of a disconnection.
Beginning was that it felt like he was inauthentic, but now I do believe it is authentic. But that's what turned me off to him when I first started listening to him was it did feel inauthentic.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like look at that album.
But you know.
It's just too much.
Go ahead, Rob.
But you know who used to do the same thing?
Who's that?
And this guy was a superstar. DMX used to go back to the hood every time he put out an album. Like when he record, whenever he would record a new album, he would go back to Yonkers and go back to Score Street just to feel like he is still connected, like he didn't forget his roots.
Yeah, his hood.
Right.
His hood.
Yeah.
No, see, ain't nothing wrong going back to your hood. No, what I'm saying is I don't know if y'all remember, this was a young rapper that was up and coming, right? It's a couple years ago. And J. Cole went to the nigga projects in the hallway, in the pissy ass hallway, to listen to his shit just to get the feel of it, right? Now don't get me wrong. A lot of people, there's nothing wrong with doing grounded shit. You get what I'm saying? Like low key, Nas still go around Queensbridge. Even though Nas is what do you call that? What's Silicon Valley status? He still go back to the projects. You get what I'm saying? Hov might ride past Marcy. I don't know if he get out the car. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even mad at him. You get what I'm saying? Because don't be fooled. You get what I'm saying? But but it's the little things that make you happy. You get what I'm saying? It's the little things that make you happy still, because happiness is where you live, not so much of, it has to be a level of fortune and luxury. You get what I'm saying? Because like you said, if money can buy you happiness, then why can't these miserable rich people buy their way into Zen?
Yep.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Not the exact words, but if you heard the album, you understand what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So and he wants to stay grounded. I give him that, because the one thing he doesn't want to do is lose. He has a fear of losing his soul. I'm not mad at him, because he's still being human, and he says it's still awkward going to the song about him saying that what he said. He said it's a guy writing him and said, "Yo, such and such died, and I know it feel awkward being a celebrity going to the funeral." You get what I'm saying?
Oh, safety.
Right, and that's why even when he in the Civic, mind you, he could come out flossing and everything. He went way underground with it. You see him promoting his album with a hoodie that looked like it needed probably be in the laundry, right. And it looked like he was taking out the garbage.
Yep.
Right, like he's taking out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be. You can still be low profile and fresh. You know what I'm saying? Just not loud fresh, quiet fresh. He said, "Fuck that. That shit like," and I'm pretty sure he had that shit on for like 3 days already. You get what I'm saying? In the Civic, and that small ass Civic got like 2 other niggas in there selling CDs. You get what I'm saying? So
I don't know. I feel like shit like that, man. It feels like he doing that for attention. He doing that for people like you. For people like you.
That's what I was thinking.
For people like you to come on here and be like, "Look at him, man. He's so humble. He was in a Civic with all his boys."
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, he not driving that every day.
That's
he not.
That's what irks me about J. Cole. It's like, yo, why are you doing, like, when you talk about these other artists like Nas, Jay-Z might be going like, yeah, they might do that, but they don't have the cameras all on them. Like, look at me, I'm back in Queens. I'm so humble.
Shit. Nah.
I think it goes back to the fans. I think that goes back to the fans, because I mean, maybe not. Maybe J. Cole's like, yo, get this out there and everything's fake. But like at the same time, I think that's the fans being like, look how down to earth he is and everything like that. Like, but I don't know.
Hey, fellas, can I say something though? He's not the first one that did that though. I'll be honest. Guess who did that? Actually sold CDs on the block with incense. Guess who did it? Guess who did it? Cardi B. No. Cardi B. Her last album, Cardi B, was on the block in New York with incense, selling CDs and vinyls, straight up. And she's in a pissy ass subway in New York.
Well, that's with the environment though. That should be.
Yeah, it might be.
That's an environment.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is this. She got the bread, right? She been multi-million-dollar status, right? She done sold records, but she took it back to selling CDs. Now a lot of y'all probably forgot. King's Disease 2 dropped. Nas didn't show his face; he showed his hand. Going around, even giving CDs. I think they were giving the CDs out. You know what I'm saying? They were giving the CDs out. I think it's me personally. I think it's a fun, dope idea. You know what I'm saying? And J. Cole is not the first, but he's not going to be the last.
That's why I think people get so pressed about it, though, is because it's almost become his like identity as like the conscious rapper who wants to stay true to his roots, and I think that's what turns people off to him, because it does come off as inauthentic. And that's kind of what I was saying at the beginning, why I never could get into him. But just putting that aside and just like stopping.
Hey man, I hear y'all thoughts on this. Let me ask y'all this though.
I was talking about selling CDs. I was talking about the authentic side.
Yeah, what's y'all thoughts on what's the status quo for a rapper's ego? What do y'all expect from a rapper's ego?
Just to be themselves, man. That's all I want. Like,
I think that's BS, bro.
Just to be themselves, yo. No, no.
I think. All right.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, Freeze. I get what you're saying. Like, what you expect?
Let me finish my thing though. Just real quick. Because the thing is, we don't expect rappers to be themselves. We expect them to brag about all the shit that they got out the gate.
Shit, maybe you do. Maybe you do, not me.
Nah, that's what we. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. If a rapper did it the opposite way, we wouldn't be having this conversation about J. Cole.
I don't get your point.
You said if it was braggadocious,
it's one or the other, bro. It's one or the other.
I think he's doing both, though. I think he's really playing both sides.
Nah, man.
I mean, he brag about. Only thing I hear J. Cole brag about is, and his credibility is kind of shot with that, is he'll tell you rappers a lie, and niggas don't want to battle him, right?
That's another thing. That right there. That's another thing. Like, all he talks about is how nice he is, how much better than he is than everybody else. And then as soon as somebody call him out, you know what I mean? I come in peace, my guy.
Exactly.
Now, that was only one person. Hold up. That was only one person. That was only one person. That was K-Dot.
Because the thing is, you can't ask one rapper. You can't ask one rapper that has ever done it if he thinks he's the second or third best rapper. Name one rapper that says
that's not my problem. That's not my issue. I believe like he should be talking his joint, but like when someone calls you out, don't come out. Oh, I'm peaceful, guys. I'm meditating somewhere in the woods right now. Just being.
No, I didn't feel like.
I get that point. That's a great point. The point that you make about saying you the nicest, and then when it's come time for you to prove you the nicest, you take a step back. Now I get that part, right?
Yeah. I'm meditating.
But in terms of like the saying J. Cole is fake humble, while at the same time watching guys that can't even rap brag all album long, and then accept that. Now I'm not saying that they're great at it. What I'm saying is that's a socially accepted norm that rappers are gonna brag, right? Rappers are gonna brag about the stuff they got. Everybody know that. This is not something that I just uncovered. We all know that, right? But then when a rapper does the opposite, it's like, nah, man, I don't want to rap about that. I want to just rap about me being nice in the hip hop game, the rap game, about the game, this thing that I cherish. I think J. Cole get a bad rap for that.
Well, that's
because the status quo. The status quo is the opposite.
That's the thing.
When Young Thug is bragging about stuff, bro, ain't nobody like, yo, nah, man, Young Thug is humble.
That's the thing. That's the thing I'm talking about, though. You're talking about you're talking about artists that are leaning on two different opposites. So one is overly bragging about shit that he might not have or might have, whatever. And then the other one bragging about how humble he is. I'm saying, how about you find the middle and just be you and just rap about.
Now he's still being him, though. No, he's still being him. He's rapping about the Ville and all that. He's still being. He's not like. He's not being something that he's not. He's still being true to himself. Now, ego. Now, Freeze. I'm glad you brought that ego. Let me ask you this: is this ego, when one of our legends allegedly has an album coming out called "The Game Needs Me." Hey, try, am I lying?
Who's that? What
Come on
that?
now. Come on now. The Game Needs Me. Come on now. Y'all seen it all weekend. Stop.
I can't remember who that is though. Is that who's that?
Come on, man. For Brooklyn.
The Game Needs Me.
I ain't seen.
Come on, man.
Jay-Z said that. Jay-Z said that.
That's Hov. Hov been wearing it all. He been wearing it all weekend.
I saw a post with that, but I mean, at the same time, I think he's just trolling people. Though. I don't think he's coming out.
Huh? Nah, he ain't talking. Nah. Hov gonna drop in 26, bro.
You think
Hov gonna drop? Hov gonna drop, and I think Hov is gonna pop out and just say, "Yeah, I'm here. The game needs me."
Yeah, but that's his whole persona.
We don't need him right
now.
No.
My whole point is that ego or not? And if it is, he can do it.
Bro, his nickname is God, bro.
His nickname is not God. The God MC is Rakim. His nickname is not God.
No. He mean by Hov, because Hov, Jehovah, Jehovah.
The game don't need him right now. He good where he at. We got the other artists who can do his thing and do their thing.
But the fact that there are so many people, talking about Jay-Z, particularly, a guy from Southside Queens that continue to troll him and continue to, spread rumors about him. I think Jay may want to put out an album to remind people not to play with his name.
I think a Jay-Z album. I think a Jay-Z album today will be ass. I swear,
we don't need it. We don't need it. He good where he at.
I don't know that.
Classic legend.
We don't know that.
But you think Jay-Z will put out an album that will be garbage? If you think about it, Jay-Z has a lot to draw from in the past 8 years, and you don't think he could put out an album that could be ass?
I know.
Hey, Rock, that shit with Jay Electronica was tough though, bro. You can't deny that. That shit with Jay Electronica was tough as fuck.
I know people are gonna love it. I know people are gonna love it because they love Jay-Z, but I personally feel it's gonna be.
I'm not excited for a new Jay album. Yeah. I don't think he should come out unless he got something to say. We don't need to hear new music from him to me.
Yeah, but he just kept wearing that. He wore the jacket. The game needs me, and then at the Super Bowl, the hoodie said, "The game needs me." I'm like, oh shit. And I guess because people kept saying a Hov, because you gotta understand, Barry Nas is a Hov.
And Chris Brown also said after the halftime show that the NFL needs him too. So that's
Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Anybody that insulted that whole Bad Bunny movement just don't understand what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? That was needed to be done. Just like last year with K-Dot was needed to be done. It's bigger than, it was a statement, but that's another story. But Chris Brown wouldn't have matched what's going on. And that's why how Hov being at that Rock Nation as a part of the responsible for the entertainment, they culturally align the performances, culturally align with specific messages. You get what I'm saying? Right. So that's why Bad Bunny was the guy for the job. You get what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know? Obviously Chris Brown don't. You get what I'm saying? Right. He don't. But as far as I just want to know what y'all thoughts of that. The game needs me. It just sounds funny, like the game needs me. You know how Hope get on the braggadocious flow. He is I am him. You know, the shit get funny when he get on the braggadocious shit. But again, I'm not sleeping just because now, am I anticipating? I wasn't at first, but now being that he's kind of like talking shit through his hoodies and his merch and what he's wearing, I kind of want to see what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just one song. You know what I'm saying? And of course, we all know that he's inspired by who else? Who else? You know what I mean? Let's just keep it a buck. Of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course. They inspire each other. You know what I'm saying? But again, that shit with him and Jay Electronica was tough before the lockdown, before the COVID lockdown. Jay Electronica dropped the album and Jay-Z was all on that shit. And the shit was tough. I like it. The shit was tough.
When that
and it showed that he had it. Huh?
When that album came out, they were comparing that tag team to Ray and Ghost. I'm like, they're not even on the same level.
Oh, really? No, I don't know why they did that. You can't, man. See, that's what people see. See, that's people.
See, that's what I mean. Like, people are gonna love it regardless because they just Jay-Z fanatics. Like, they just.
Oh my God, Ray and Ghost.
The biggest personality is out of the ass at that point.
Nah, yo, nah. Mm-mm. I ain't gonna hold you, fellas. When it comes to like duos and shit, back and forth duos. You know, I've been back listening to lately, man. My first favorite group, and of course that includes my first favorite rapper, Run DMC. That motherfucker said, "I made the devil sell me his soul."
Hey, it was real, bro.
Hey,
what's up? Hey, yo, man.
Now.
You got a warrant, Hey, hit me up, Let's just get it popping,
Yo, we got to, bro. But you can't be bringing up Run DMC though.
We definitely gotta get it popping. That's my listen. Run is a pioneer for all the cool rappers. Straight up, all the cool rappers.
Damn, you don't like Run DMC? Damn.
That nigga DMC said, "I even made the devil sell me his soul." That nigga said that shit back then. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No. You still got them same shell toes in the closet. Come on, stop.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Stop. And the fedora.
Yeah, they walk down 25th Street, bro. I got them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You know? So, but yeah, hit me up because like I said, I'm in that mode. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I mean? Be rolling. But hit me up.
I got you.
All right.
But
you gotta. Hold on. I always wanted to ask because I never knew who this person was. You gotta. Where you from, yo?
I'm from Jersey. I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
Okay. So, the reason why I'm asking you this is because I've been seeing that name that you gotta for mad long, and I'm like, yo, that shit is crazy because I never seen you and gotta put it like spelt like that put together. I lived in Jersey too, and I made a song back in the early 2000s called Mr. You Gotta. Like I made it like in 2005. And I always
That's when I wrote it out. That's when that's when this shit started in 2005. Real talk.
Damn, so I was like, yo, I wonder like if he heard my song or something, or like if we just happened to have the same fucking name at the same time or whatever.
I mean, think about it. You gotta been around before we were born. You got to do this. You got to do that. I just said you got to respect. Mine's not you gotta. Mine's you got to respect.
Word.
You know what I mean? You got to respect the you got to respect the legacy of. I'm sorry. You got to respect the legends of hip hop legacy. So it's not just you gotta, but it is that you gotta is the highlighted words on the logo. So you see you gotta, and it's actually the way the what's his name? The way the graphic designer designed it. He designed it. That's actually my old tag handwriting because my old name was Ray God. You get what I'm saying? So like Ray God or Ray Gotti. They used to call me Ray God, but drop the Gotti shit. I ain't a gangster and shit. I'm just, they call me Ray God. I'm pretty sure you know the lessons of 5% Nation and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's where the slang came from. But yeah, you gotta respect the legends of hip hop legacy. And at the same time, keep it a buck. I might even heard your song because I was that in tune to anything on the street. So I might even heard your song. You might put it on and it might sound familiar. Real talk.
Yeah, I think I have a video. I think it's on YouTube. I'm not sure. But yeah, that always I was like, yo, that's crazy, yo. You gotta. I was like, it's crazy. I had a song called Mr. You Gotta. But yeah, that's what's up.
No, send it over. Wait a minute. So you from Jersey? I bet.
Yeah, I'm originally from New York, but I lived in Jersey for a good period of my life too.
What part of New York?
Harlem.
Okay. Oh no, Newark fuck with Harlem though. Newark fuck with Harlem. Harlem was the first ones with what's that shit called? ACG boots. Not DC. Sorry, Wale, but not DC.
Wax.
Yeah, DC be trying to claim everything. DC and Philly be trying to claim everything.
Yeah, mainly DC though. Oh, but my guy, he said something about J. Cole. He wanted to ask about J. Cole.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna put a bow on it if we were done talking about it. But I wanted to ask, is this? I know it's only the start of February, but so far is this the rap So far, not looking forward, but so far, is this the best rap album that's dropped this year? And if not, which one is?
Damn. Oh,
actually, you know what? I actually like A$AP Rocky's album better.
Damn.
I'm not an A$AP Rocky fan like that, but he had like so many unreleased joints that didn't make the album that sounds great. And I'm like, yo, he needs to release like a deluxe edition because he had like other features on other songs or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And
all right, not including the unreleased. Not including the unreleased.
Just the regular. Even with the regular album, he got joints on there. Like he got a joint with Will.i.am. That's on that. He got a joint with Westside Gun and the Gorillas. That was fire. Yeah, and I'm saying, and I'm like, yo, like I was waiting for this J. Cole album. I'm like, yo, it's dope, but I got issues with it. And I don't even want to get into all that. Like, I did all that last night. You know what I'm saying? But
last night you got into it, bro. Oh, y'all.
They were hating, and they act like I was hating on it. I'm like, bro, I love J. Cole. There was some issues with the album to me though.
They turned him up last night, yo. I was cracking up, yo. I swear to God, he was on defense mode, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, I remember a lot. He's in defense mode heavy, man. Shit was funny though, but I get it.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned the Bobby Digital presents Juice Crew All Stars album.
He had a couple nice songs, but I didn't like that RZA was overseeing that project though.
You might say I'm being biased, but I'm gonna say my album is the best album of the year so far. I'm sorry.
Yes, your album is dope. Definitely.
Yeah, talk your shit.
Talk your shit.
Hey, listen, bro.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, please do. I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna give it a listen.
Yeah, they reviewed it a few weeks ago. Reg and Try.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, and my God asked me, was I from Newark? I'm also from the Ville.
Oh, okay.
Real talk. Yeah, really, I'm from a small town outside of Ville called Godwin. So I was born in Newark first. I was raised there. I was raised there first. Like I was born in Newark. Mom got sick, and I think I was there since like 4 months. You know what I mean? So I grew up there first. You know what I mean? So once in the blue, I got a little country accent that might slide out a little bit. But I'm from a small town.
The Ville? You mean who the Ville?
Fayetteville. No, Fayetteville, North Carolina, where Cole is from. You know what I mean? That's a part. That's part of how I connect with Cole too. You know what I'm saying? I used to be on the Fort Bragg bases and shit like that. And when we go out to the Ville. You know what I'm saying? That's the spot. Like for a town like Godwin and Dunn, where we gonna go? We gonna go to the city. What's the city? The Ville, Fayetteville.
Oh, okay.
So, right. You know what I mean? My family know Cole. They know his family. You know what I mean? So, I never met him, but I didn't know they knew him until I didn't know they knew him until like September. Real talk. But yeah. So I that's part of how I relate to Cole, and certain aspects and stuff like that. But you saying actually the album of the year, that's hard for me because I just started listening to Westside Gun. Hopefully, I don't know if it came out last year or this year. The last one hit the Hitler or the Hills Have Eyes 3 or something like that. Westside Gun. Last year, okay. Yeah, I just started hearing it like Sunday.
This year though.
Yeah, Stove. I forgot. Oh yeah, Stove got dropped at the end of the month, bro. Oh shit. Yeah, now that's my new favorite rapper.
That shit is fire.
Yeah, I'm glad Swiss ain't commercializing because somebody else made it sound like they recorded in the mall. I ain't like that. Right. That Ghost Stamp joint?
Yeah.
I ain't like that. But Stove got cooked. So far J. Cole is up. You know what I mean? And it's a double album. Huh?
What is y'all opinions on all the Mass Appeal albums that came out last year?
The only one I didn't care for was the Big L album. I like everything else. Everything else was great.
My favorite one was the Mobb Deep album, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like African Alchemist and that De La Soul album. Them two, my favorite. Then come Nas. I put Nas number 3. Raekwon and Ghost. But the Big L album, I kind of got up on it late. You know what I mean? And I gotta understand it, but Master Pill, man, this is the beginning. I think we're gonna see more this year. Again, I think this year we're gonna see on that Legend has a series. I think they're gonna have a part 2.
Well,
I think,
remember they asking the fans to do like to fill out the like their dream collab.
Oh yeah.
Oh, imagine that. Yeah. Oh, I should have figured it out, bro.
You know who I want to see drop an album on Mass Appeal?
Yeah.
Now it's an AZ?
Yes, now it's an AZ, but also Pharoah Monch.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Pharoah Monch is definitely Mass Appeal. He could bring that raucous sound back. I fuck with Pharoah Monch. Matter of fact, Pharoah Monch is on to me one of the dopest songs on the Smith & Wesson album that dropped last year.
Oh yeah, Medina. Definitely.
Yeah, that was my shit. Word up, yo.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the best song on the album, probably.
I like to hear the locks on the on Mass Appeal would be dope.
Oh man, let me tell you something about the locks, man. Let me tell you something. We've been overdue for a Locks album and New Jade album since that Versus. They need to stop playing. Get their ass in the booth.
Word, man.
Yeah.
And like with Mesa, I want to hear like yo, Mesa.
Yeah.
Yo, his bars is still elite level.
Still
like, yo, I need to hear a project from Mace. That shit would be crazy.
Yeah, but the way they set up now, they ain't trying to do it. Huh? You said Mason will do what?
Mason, what producer though? Mason and a producer. What producer would you?
Dane Grease. Yeah. Dane Grease. So he got to take it back to Harlem. Yeah.
What producer?
We went here murder me.
I'm not gonna lie. I never really like Dane Grease is kind of like spotty to me. Like sometimes it's like, ooh, that's dope. And other times it's like, yeah. Damn, that's a good question though. Like for me, like Dan Grease is good. Like, but I don't know if I would like a whole album from Dan Grease.
No, I'm just saying like just from the song.
Yeah, definitely a few songs.
Because like if Cam involved, right? You gotta have a Cam song with like Heat Makers and A-Rap music. And that's what I like to hear Cam with A-Rap music and Heat Makers. Like when Cam and Vada was on their run, yo, the Boss Law Bosses series was like tough as fuck at the time. You know what I mean? And they really needed that at the time because that was when Cam was like on hiatus and you know it was like Dipset without Cam and shit like that. So I want to hear that. But it'll be dope. See, I don't know if you're gonna hear a Mace album, maybe some freestyles in the song, but the way him and Cam, the way they talk about it is like, is it worth even making albums right now? Or you know what I mean?
Right.
For them, because they get so much money off what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they just chilling.
But I would just love to hear because the song they did together, the Killer Cam, Jada, and Mace song. Mace had the best verse on that thing. It was like, yo, he bodied that.
Oh yeah, I think we did a video for that song.
Yeah,
because I remember like Mace was in like the shiesty mask. Yeah, it was like real gutter.
Right.
But you know, like a producer that low key is one of the, if not the best producer right now. Is Ron Browse. Like what he's doing for Jay Mills right now.
There you go.
Like he's been doing his thing. Like
Mason Ron Browse would be dope. There you go. I like that.
Do y'all follow battle rap?
Yeah. Jay Mills been going crazy.
Yeah, I've been following like the Mickey Fax versus A Verb thing.
Yeah.
And Mickey Fax been showing out. Like I always respected Mickey Fax as a writer, but like the way he been. First of all, I could never look at A Verb the same way again.
Yeah,
and if you know, you know.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yo, it's Friday gonna be 30 years for this double album right here. Crazy, right? Friday the 13th, 30 years later, and Tupac died on Friday the 13th back in 96.
Wow.
That's strange.
Wow.
What's y'all remember the first time you heard this album?
Yeah. At this time, I was still kind of like a Pac hater. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like,
you was a Pac hater.
Yeah, because I'm like, nah, Biggie, it's Biggie Smalls or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I really wasn't rock with. I did respect Pac. I like because before Pac like went like super death row and all that shit. Like I liked him. Like with the I Get Around Pac, like that Pac I love.
Right.
You know, and the Juice and Poetic Justice and all that. Like that. That's the Pac I remember and I love. But then once he started beefing with like Biggie and stuff like that,
right.
I kind of was like, man, I ain't rocking with Pac. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I ain't really like Pac again until after he died, and I gave Machiavelli a chance, and I'm like, oh shit, this is fire.
Right.
And then I started, respecting Pac again. But
right.
But at this point, yeah, I really wasn't rocking with Pac.
Mojo, you ever heard this album?
Yeah, of course. It's
what you think of it?
It's my favorite Pac album.
Okay.
This and Me Against the World are two just 10 out of 10 for me.
Right.
Which one? All Eyes On Me? All Eyes On Me?
Yeah.
No, this one.
Man.
Yeah, this one and Me Against the World.
I love Me Against the World, bro. I love Me Against the World.
But I give the edge to this one just because it's a double album, but they're both on the same like level to me, and like we were just talking about with with J. Cole, it's super tough to make a double album. So the way that he was able to make a double album that didn't drag and just every song was fire, like it's just so impressive.
Hey fellas, can I ask y'all one question, right? So, imagine if Pac survived and lived to see the Machiavelli album. Do you know how much shit he been talking?
Oh yeah.
But also, do you know how many? But also, do you know how many attempts on his life he would have had?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That Machiavelli album, oh my God, bro. Like, I'm be honest, man. Pac, he just got, like, to me, Pac just got better and better his whole career. He elevated. And he did a whole lot in his career in a short time frame. And that was, 6 years? And he was actually locked up for a whole year within them 6 years.
You like Machiavelli better than All Eyes on Me and Me Against the World?
Yeah, and it's not by a landslide though, like, because you know why? They all got different vibes, right? Me Against the World is more of a to me is a more humbler Pac, right?
Yeah.
And then like All Eyes on Me, it was like fuck East Coast Pac. You know what I'm saying? He was on that shit, like my man was saying, And in LA, we wear Chucks, not Bally's, Pac. You get what I'm saying? Hit him up, Pac energy. You get what I'm saying? And Machiavelli was like that on another level, but he took it back with me to Me Against the World with songs like Hold Your Head, shit like that, to Living Down in LA. You get what I'm saying? So it was like a full circle for me. When it came to Machiavelli, it had a little bit of All Eyes on Me energy mixed with Me Against the World. Yo, I love Me Against the World. Let me tell you something. I never forget when I first heard So Many Tears. And this is why that song was so special to me, right? Back in the day, and I'm pretty sure y'all from the era, so back in the day, if you got a good friend, I know you love music,
right?
They got a Walkman. They don't say shit. They just put the shit in your ears. You say, oh, shit. And this girl I was dealing with, she sat behind me on the subway and she put the shit in my ears.
Right.
Because she know I fuck with Pac. When I first heard So Many Tears, to this day, when I hear that song, I think about her, right? And it's the way he rapped over that beat. Like, I don't think nobody can finesse that beat like Pac. It's the way, and Pac was the most soulful rapper. I think when you come to soulful rappers, it's between him and Scarface.
Ooh.
You get what I'm saying? Like real soulful. And the way he did So Many Tears, man, I never felt so much soul in a rap like that. And that song was like, and then it's crazy because when the video dropped, it felt like he was gone, but he was locked up.
Right.
Because the way they did it, you know what I'm saying?
You know, like when I like a lot of people felt that this was like a step back for Tupac lyrically, because it felt like Me Against the World was so introspective, and it was such a it was an album that had artistic growth and maturity, which it was. But if you look at the lyrical content on All Eyez On Me, it wasn't that much different than this album right here.
Right. From Thug Life.
The only difference between Thug Life Volume 1 and All Eyez On Me was that All Eyez On Me had better production.
Right.
And All Eyez On Me was a solo album, and
that goes a long way though. Production goes a long way.
And in much respect, to these brothers right here.
Yes.
I mean, they were not Tupac's equal on the mic lyrically.
Right.
So, so back then, Thug Life Volume 1 was like a Tupac album with his homies.
Well, that's what the Outlaws album was like that too, though. I mean, who in the Outlaws was on his level lyrically? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they weren't, and to me, the only member, maybe I say only two of the members from the Outlaws that I could see really being worthy of a solo deal was Gaddafi and Fatal Hussein.
I agree.
Everybody else, man, they were just there.
But the fact that he had all of them signed to a solo deal was like, yo, he was looking out for his peoples. You know what I'm saying? Just like RZA did with Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying?
But to me, I feel like if Tupac would have lived, I truly believe that an Outlaws album would have been better than Conspiracy, because if you listen to Conspiracy, it's not really a good album, aside from the parts where Biggie appeared on, because none of Junior Mafia, save for Lil C's and Lil Kim, could spit and deliver Biggie's rhymes the way that Biggie
they were the
could.
stars of Junior Mafia.
But I always said this though, like, and it sounds crazy, but it's like it's almost a good thing that. Well, I'm not even going to say that, but I'll just say this: like, if Pac and Biggie were never killed or whatever like that, they made more albums. It's a high possibility they could have got whack. You know what I mean? They could have.
I don't see it. Not from Biggie. Not
from
Biggie. Pac didn't drop a whack album.
But I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Like they could have dropped some whack shit. But it's dope that we never got this. We'll never get this.
Man, they already did, man. Whoa. They already did drop whack shit before they died. I'm gonna keep it a buck. No, they both did.
I would say Pac did. I would say Pac.
I'm gonna say both.
What album that Pac did that was whack though?
I ain't say that. No, I ain't say album. I'm saying singles. I ain't gonna say albums. I can't stand going back to Cali from Biggie, bro. I can't stand that song to this day. I didn't like it, first of all, because he murdered in Cali, and then the song sounded like they was kissing ass. I didn't like that. No disrespect, but
that's the one song on Life After Death that always bothered me because of when the album came out after he got murdered, and then we hearing what he's saying, and I'm like, why did Puffy put this on the album? That should have been. I
don't know what Puff was thinking about, man. Puff was on that bullshit. That's what Puff was.
I agree with that.
But I never liked Pac. I never liked Pac's overall albums, like his early albums. He had good songs on his early albums, but the actual albums weren't good. So I would say like strictly for my niggas, I didn't like the production.
I think that's an underrated Tupac album though. That's like he was still with Digital Underground at that point.
Yeah, I didn't. Besides, I Get Around, and I think like another song that was on there. Like I really didn't like that.
But you know what, bro? Now with Biggie, that was the only song, right? And with Pac, Pac and Biggie, right? After they died, people kept diluting their music. Like I could not stand "That's Just the Way It Is." I can't stand that song because
I hated that song.
The radio will play that shit like that's the only song he had, right? And then I can't stand that part where he said, "I made a G today, but you made it in the sleazy way, selling crack to the kids." I'm like, nah. I know Pac wouldn't approve of that corny shit. And then with Biggie, they keep how many songs you go put the same verse? I go on and on and on and nah, bro, you can't recycle the verses.
Stuff. He didn't record a lot of stuff.
I know, so it's like
that's what I mean. Like, but you can't really fault him for that. Like those are like
no, that's what I'm saying. But if they were alive, I think they'd still be tough because they first of all, Biggie was affiliated with the Locks. You know what I'm saying? And people love Pac. I really believe that if they had enough time, that shit would have been squashed, and they'd still make some dope shit. You know what I'm saying?
But look at it. It happens. Jay-Z has people consider some of his albums whack. Nas has albums that people consider whack. So it happens. You know what I'm saying?
No. Everybody misses. Let me tell you something. If you never lost a fight, you didn't have enough. You get what I'm saying? So everybody misses. I don't want you to confuse me. You get what I'm saying? So our best have had their share of the worst. LL even said it. He said, listen, man, it's times we miss. He had his share of misses. You get what I'm saying? But it doesn't eliminate their greatness. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day in life, you know what I'm saying, we try to keep our wins bigger than our losses. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just glad I never will get to experience either one, Biggie or Pac, to like actually make whack music.
If you listen to the bootlegs that leaked in '97 after Tupac's death, if you listen to the original versions of those songs, you know, some of them were not good at all. I mean, they were probably in they were probably like rough demos, or some of them were unfinished. But when Tupac passed away, he was working on the One Nation album.
Yeah,
I heard that. I had that. I had the One Nation album and those mixtapes were the ODing though, because they kept ODing with the Machiavelli. All right, Machiavelli 2, okay, cool. But then when you get to like Machiavelli 11 and shit, it's like, all right, y'all ODing now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know what you mean. It felt like it was unmastered and shit like that. Yeah. But some of the shit, a lot of that shit was tough in the beginning.
Yeah.
But after that, they just damn, man. Like I said, that shit, that's just the way it is, yo. They oh my God, yo, the radio was just like burning his legacy out. And even with Big, man, one thing I like about with Biggie, the radio only played Juicy for like 20 fucking years straight. Like that's all he had, man. Like, and Who Shot You? I ain't gonna lie, I got tired of hearing that Who Shot You shit until Kiss came out with the freestyle on Versus. And mind you, that freestyle is old. It's just that he brought it back. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But they was burning. It's like they had so much work, but y'all just pick and choose and just burn this shit out. That's one thing I hate about when radio became repetitive, consistent programming. It fucked up. It's just like watered down what we listen to and shit and make us get tired of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to just enjoying it. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what the radio does. But I believe that if they were alive and they'd still make some shit. And again, it happened with X. Like, X best music will always be his first two albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had the strongest first two albums I've ever seen in anybody. You get what I'm saying? And he dropped the same year. It was like, damn, you dropping again? God damn. And the shit was tough. And that's not easy to do. That's not easy. You know what I'm saying? But again, you make enough music, you make a lot, you know, you're gonna have your chance of misses. You get what I'm saying? And like back to J. Cole, that double album, that ain't easy, man. That ain't easy.
There's a video on YouTube, and Tupac. He's in a trailer, and he's talking to his assistant, and he was going over videos that he wanted to make already from the One Nation album, and he mentioned Brothers in Arms, and that's a song that he did with Buckshot.
I heard that. That's my shit. Smith and Wesson. That's my shit.
And I'm gonna say right now, Brothers in Arms would have been it would have been a big hit in New York.
Yeah.
And I think what the One Nation album would have did, it would have smoothed over the tensions that existed with him in New York, because and another thing, like he also mentioned a song called Worldwide. What was it?
Yes. Worldwide. I remember that was on the Machiavelli like 3 or 4 tape.
Yeah, because it had like Greg Nice.
Yeah, Greg Nice. Because Greg Nice was a part of that shit. Because actually that was Machiavelli Records. That was a label he was trying to do, and One Nation was the movement, and he was trying to sign. He do a joint venture with Buck and Smith and Wesson and Greg Nice.
Yeah, because Tupac, he actually hired Greg Nice to co-executive produce the One Nation album. So Greg Nice would have had a career resurgence, because Greg Nice talked about how after they lost their deal, after Nice and Smith lost their deal, Tupac actually reached out and hired him to be the co-executive producer. Had he lived, Greg Nice, his career would have had a resurgence, and you would have, he would have been way more in demand. And it just shows you like so much history was lost when Tupac and Biggie passed.
Right. But I think that was part of, I think I was like part of the industry not wanting that to happen. And I feel like maybe his death was a conspiracy, because if that was the industry thing and he was already planning on reconciling with Biggie and bringing out this One Nation album, the powers that be didn't want that to happen. And maybe that's why he's not here now.
I wouldn't put it past him, because he did have all type of people following him. Like, again, man, the Eyez on Pac, man, like when it came to like on a political point, it's one thing a hip hop police following you, right? But when it came to like Pac and Ice-T and Public Enemy, man, you had them motherfucking elite government watching them, especially Pac, because he was the son of who, the Black Panthers. You know what I'm saying? He was the son. You get what I'm saying? And he's bringing influence. And mind you, who had an interview talking about we need another political party. You know what I mean? And the nigga last album was called Machiavelli, the Don Kill Illuminati.
He had a song called Letter to the President.
And who came out of jail in 1997?
Who's that?
And Johnny Cochran represented him. Tupac's godfather.
Wow.
Pratt.
Yeah, I might be the only person that liked Big L's The Big Picture. Like,
that was fire. I like that one.
I love that album.
But my point was, Tupac would have been there to greet Geronimo Pratt in person when he got out of jail, and I think Geronimo Pratt may have inspired him to write and return to his roots as far as being, as far as writing in a more revolutionary voice.
I think Red was talking about the new Big L posthumous album, not the Big Picture.
Okay.
He's on the newer one, I think.
Harlem's Finest.
Harlem's Finest. Yeah, he talking about that one.
Oh, okay.
Is this the album?
A bunch of shit that's already on YouTube.
Got it too. You bought that?
No. They actually well, you know what? I can't even say that. I like the one with Method Man. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually like the one with Russ. And I'm not a Russ fan, but
you like Russ?
No, I'm not a Russ fan, but the shit, like the beat and everything, the shit was shit hit,
yeah. The one with Method Man was fire. I like that track though.
Did you people Method Man did though in the beginning?
Yeah.
See how Method Man? Method Man was paying homage to Big L by rapping Big L's flow.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I peeped that. You get what I'm saying? So I gotta, and that's another thing too, man. Speaking of Method Man, hey yo, Meth, give us that album this year, yo, with you and Havoc, bro. I know that shit gonna be fire.
He needs
to. They dropping the album?
They've been working that shit for a while though.
Pandemic. They haven't dropped it yet.
That is true. Yeah, they've been rocking that since the lockdown. And Meth been giving us like crazy verses these last couple years, man. From Graph album to Wrong Street shit to Redman album.
The Conway album he was on.
The Conway album. The list goes on. Raekwon, Ghost.
Yep.
I know I'm falling short, but Meth is anticipating.
That's my thing with Meth though. Like I think he's like probably I think we had this conversation before, but as far as like a feature artist, he's probably the dopest feature artist ever. Like he will burn you on a record. Like he's just fire, but he just can't put an album together for some reason. I don't know what it is.
He is.
I got a feeling this year he's gonna make a difference though with Have. But I get what you're saying. He has more feature credibility. You know what? He ain't the only one. We have a list of like feature credibilities. Him, Kiss. You get what I'm saying? People say the same thing about Kiss.
Fabulous.
I was gonna say Fab.
Yep.
Not everybody can do the same. Who?
Busta.
Nah, Busta got some albums. Busta got some albums.
Yeah.
Now, Busta got some albums. It's been a while.
Yeah.
I mean that Blockbuster album was horrendous.
The last.
The Dragon. But my last favorite from him was, I guess, the Between the Big Bang Theory. I think
that's a good one.
Oh yeah, I think what I love that my favorite song was "You Can't Hold the Torch" when he's rhyming over the Jay Dilla beat with Q-Tip.
Yeah, that was fire.
But Busta's career. Like Busta Rhymes' career is weird because like he left Aftermath to go to Young Money,
right?
Or Cash Money, then formed Conglomerate, and he was supposed to like he was working with Rick the Villain. That didn't pop off.
He had Stove God at one point.
Still do, but it's just that Baby Grand. Yeah, it is that Baby Grand shit fucked it up. But it's weird because we still get music from Stove God, so it's like,
right?
It's weird, and I said that broke my heart. That shit I sent you, man, that shit broke my heart.
Yeah, and he's got and remember he had Rock Mossy at one point on Flip Mode.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like it's out there now, huh?
No, I was saying just Flip Mode and Jingle. Rod Digger. Who's the other young boy that was on there? What's his name?
Baby Sham was on there.
Baby Sham?
Yeah, Baby Sham.
Have Mercy.
Oh, Have Mercy was a problem back then, yo. Yeah. Them early Flip Mode days.
Hell yeah.
That nigga was a problem.
Rampage,
right?
That's his cousin.
That's his cousin, yeah.
Is there another female MC that was in two groups and was arguably the best MC in that group?
Other than Rod Digger?
Lil' Kim?
Well,
I mean,
outsiders. She was the. You can make the case that she was the best MC in the Outsiders.
Hold up. Hold up.
That's
Flip
tough.
Mode, Flip Mode is one thing, but Outsiders, you playing with a different beast.
You're playing with a different beast. You got Pace One and Young Z is animals.
She was playing with a different beast. She was better than Young Z.
Ooh.
All right, look, I'm not gonna argue with that, but when I'm saying we come to Outsiders, you're dealing with more beasts. See, y'all just think about Young Z. Pace One is a problem, right? Yeah, Young Z is a problem. You know what I'm saying? So if they were to say that, it wouldn't be a landslide. But besides them, like if you know the history of Outsiders, you also had, rest in peace, Slang Ton.
Right.
He was a problem. You get what I'm saying? So it's like Flip Mode is one thing.
Shit, even Eminem was fucking with them.
Eminem was part of them,
yeah. Yeah, he got some of that energy too, just like how Wayne got some of that energy from Dipset.
Right.
Eminem got that energy from Outsiders. It turned him up. You get what I'm saying? Not saying he wasn't a problem before, because I'm gonna be honest. When he came to Newark as a problem. And everybody said, during the Cypher era and, who's the best rapper on the street era. I never forget, 98, it was like, yo, Outsiders got this white boy. That's a problem. That's all. And next thing you know, one night downtown Newark, me and my guy, we come from work, and he like, yo, this that dude from Outsiders. And he let me hear 2 songs. And one of them songs, Dr. Dre ended up picking up, and that was How My Name Is. So How My Name Is was actually made before he signed with Dre. And then he had his one shit. It was like, all I see is murder, my mind sick. He was killing shit. That was the hook. And that's from, I think that's from Me Against the World, actually. And he was killing this shit. And I can't front. It was like, wow. So when he blew up, and a lot of people probably forgot, Triborough. You remember how 97 used to have battles between rappers that was signed on there, like Once in the Blue. They had Method Man versus Busta one time, right? Back in like 94, right? They had one with Eminem versus Cannabis, and Eminem won.
Right. That was the Rap Olympics.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right? You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Yo, Eminem won against Cannabis. And that right there, just the lyrical respect I have for him just went through the roof.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because you just battled someone that was known for creating a lyrical slaughterhouse before Slaughterhouse.
Right.
Cannabis is a problem. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing when you were lyrical, but when you're a lyrical problem, it's a lyricist, then there's a lyrical problem. Like the nigga Nature said, there's Queens and there's Queensbridge. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We know niggas that's lyrical, but then we know niggas that's a lyrical problem. Like, nigga, you don't fuck with him. You know what I mean?
Eminem,
everybody got, you know what I'm saying? It's a few. But
Eminem literally had me getting into a fight in high school because he wasn't even out yet. Like, people didn't even know who he was yet. They didn't know like if he was black, white, Jamaican, Chinese, whatever. I just heard him on Future Flavors because remember Future Flavors used to play like shit way before like people even came out.
Yes.
Damn, he took that Future Flavors. Damn.
Yep.
So they were playing the song with him and Royce the 5'9", the joint where he was like, walk up in the diner with 8 quarters, place some orders, 8 orders, and hit the waiter with some plate warmers. Like it was that song where I forget the name of the song, but I was playing that shit for my dude, and he was like, "This shit whack. What the hell? Who the fuck is?" I was like, "What? Like how the fuck is?" You got to fight in high school over that shit. That shit is crazy.
That nigga wasn't whack at all, bro. Listen. That nigga was a problem, yo. He still is.
And then a year later, the same dude. He go.
Come on, Rocky. You gonna make me go to my collection now and take these albums out?
A year later. Nah. A year later, the same dude that was saying he's whack, he's cruising down the street playing. Hi, my name is. Like.
That's wild.
Hey, yo, what's up with this picture, bro? What's up with this?
Bro, what? 50 Cent and T.I. T.I. throwing shots at 50 Cent. He afraid to battle him. Who would win in the verses?
Shit, I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I'm not sleeping on T.I., but I think
50 Me neither.
I think 50
T.I. got some plays.
But T.I. got shit.
T.I. got some joints.
See, I'm be honest. I think if T.I. want to go against 50, he got to come with his toughest shit. He got to come with that raw shit from the King album.
Yep.
That raw shit from T.I. versus T.I.P. Trap music.
Yep.
Urban Legend. And even that shit, like T.I. got some shit, bro. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you something. If 50 was to do a versus, yo, best believe he might do a few commercials because of the popularity, like in the club, maybe. I hope you know. But if that nigga, I'm gonna be honest. I know he's talk shit. People say whatever. But he has undeniable fucking classics. From mixtape shit to genuine shit to his shit. And you only got 20 songs to do.
And the thing is, he can stick with just his first album. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he wanted to, he could just stick with his first album.
But which one, though? $100? Which one?
But what does T.I. have on Ghetto Quran or, Fuck You?
That's what I'm saying.
He got like a 6-album run.
Nah. First of all, if this was 50, if I was to conduct a playlist for 50, I can't say all the songs, but to set it off, I had them 2 quarters drop. G Unit. What? I set it off with that shit.
Wow.
That shit was like the fucking crowd apart. From the rip. That would put pressure on Tip. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all this question: What could Tip that one round? What could Tip put against that? I'll wait.
I think if they had one round with mixtapes,
you don't know me, maybe
50 is beating them with just
ain't
one
enough.
round of mixtape shit. I think 50 beat him.
Now, if 50 get his mixed, listen. You think the Locks in them did that mixtape shit, nigga? The Locks set a fucking standard. Kiss himself should be the president of Versus because he set a standard.
Yo,
Ray.
Yo, what do you think of 50 doing "Be a Gentleman"?
I forgot that.
Versus.
I remember that drink.
Oh, it's best you be. No, that's gonna be crazy. It's best you be a gentleman.
This is somebody on that.
He was dissing
No. He said he just did Sticky Fingers too. Though he did Sticky Fingers too.
50 could literally do his B-side shit and still body somebody like in the verses.
He can.
Like he could do shit he just wrote for other songs. He could do "Hate It or Love It" and body like
exactly.
Yo, he don't need real shit. He don't need that. Real talk. It's like I pretty sure he might do it. And that'd be dope if the game come out. You know what I'm saying? They they might as well squash that shit any motherfucking way. So this shit old, get money, fuck it. But real talk. But now T.I. I can't figure out a song that can go against that. But when it comes to T.I., some of that tough shit from the he gotta play that raw. I forgot the name of that shit, man. On the King album, he gotta play that raw shit with the fuck Rubber Band, man. Nah. Put that to the side. No. I'm talking about some tough shit with some motherfucking bass that sound like he recorded that shit in New York. Real shit.
But what T.I. is gonna, one problem that T.I. is gonna have is that 50 got a couple of trump cards up his sleeve. So what is T.I. going to perform when 50 goes into patiently waiting?
Patiently waiting. Hold up.
Patiently waiting.
Oh no. I can see Tip going to have something for that.
Cars and clothes all in.
No. Nah. See. I'm gonna tell you about me. For every rap artist, right? Especially from the 90s, right? And not the whole 90s. I'm talking about mainly mid 90s, early 2000s, and beyond, right? You got certain rappers that I respect even more when they got street shit on top of their mainstream shit. Meaning they can have an album out. The album might be popping, might even go platinum, whatever, but they still got some raw shit for the streets. So when they got this, if I'm already rocking with the rapper and they got some street shit, I'll fuck around, let's say street shit a little more than their mainstream shit. From 50 mixtapes or underground shit, Locks, Dipset, but even T.I. shit. Even Wayne when he was on that drama dedication shit. So I don't just fuck, when we come to me, I'm not just going by that. And that's just the energy that Kiss is brought to the fucking verses. Before Kiss, niggas was too, well, you know what, I'm assuming, I'm going to assume, niggas was too egotistical to put their street shit. They just want to hit for the bitches and shit like that, right? However, Kiss redefined that. He had the mixtape shit on the Fab battle. Remember, he won the battle with Fab on Versus before the Locks and Dipset. So, and he brought that mixtape energy. You get what I'm saying? And next thing you know, other people doing the same shit, like, their mixtape beat up or some shit like that now, finesse it, whatever. We seen Fat Joe and Ja Rule kind of finesse that shit. Even though they kind of kept it more mainstream, but that's them though. You get what I'm saying? Like, Fat Joe and Ja Rule, they used to have shit out, but I don't remember them with mixtapes like that. Or, or underground shit like that. I might have heard them feature on underground shit, but not actually have like a Ja Rule mixtape, a Fat Joe mixtape. You get what I'm saying? you know. But niggas like 50, Locks, Nas, them niggas that had mixtape shit out. Nigga, Nas was triple platinum. It was written, and that nigga was on every freestyle, every fucking clue tape. You know what I'm saying? Bringing up Nature and the Firm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Back then, putting in work. So Locks, Nas, and motherfucking Mobb Deep kind of like pioneered that mixtape shit. As far as like, not the mixtape shit as a whole, but as far as like you being raw, but we got some shit for the street to feed the streets at the same time. You get what I'm saying?
You know what song that Tip could probably win against? Just one round, depending on what 50 does. But Swagger like Us.
That
could be one.
What about that song?
That could be one song.
I mean, his that shit had a tough beat. Yeah, you might need some shit like that. Now I'm listening to the shit. But he got, again, I'll be honest, he got some shit that I just can't name off the top. But if I hear the music in my head, that, you know, but it's that raw shit. It ain't just no, when you see me in the street, nigga, you know me. You know what I mean? Right. Shit like that. But he gotta have the shit like, and he gotta have the shit he got with Jeezy, the shit he got with that shit. The latest shit he had that I rocked with was the shit with him, Jada, and motherfucking Benny the Butcher, yo. And they let me know that Tip still got it. Now this shit he got out now, his new single, he kind of brought it back to like the early urban legend T.I. You know what I mean? But you know the hat tilted. But the T.I. when he, you know, the Army Fatigue T.I. That be on the you know what I mean? That's the energy I go with when it comes to T.I. You get what I'm saying? So, you know.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, T.I. got some shit, man, but I just don't think he got enough for 50.
Yeah, listen, I can't argue with that. Like I said, that's you know what I mean, and I can't argue. I know he got some shit, but my whole thing is, if you're going against Fifth, you gotta have the tough shit. Fuck all that. Nah, you gotta have the tough shit, yo. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have tough shit.
I don't know, man. I think like in the verses, you got to go with what the crowd wants to hear. Like when they hear Swagger Like Us come on, that's going to be like
no. I'm not objecting this, but guess what? Say if it come back with I get money, I get 50.
Oh yeah.
The fucking beats be tough. I ain't say do Candy Shop.
We could do that.
I ain't say do Candy Shop.
50 versus T.I. I think it'd be a close matchup. I really do.
Who got T.I.?
I think this, but for T.I., the selections got to be just as tight because 50 got a lot of street bangs that he could beat T.I. with.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He got too much street shit, bro.
Right. If T.I. come with Live Your Life, what 50 got for that? Like
Live Your Life, Live Your Life.
Big radio points, but you don't.
I wouldn't put Live Your Life, yo. No, hell no. Keep them commercial shits out of here. No, that's too.
No. But that's what I'm saying. That's the equal. That's the comparison.
For Live Your Life.
Live Your Life.
Oh, that commercial shit. Nah.
Question.
That's when Rihanna come out.
That's big shit though. His big stuff is the video joints though.
Right. Yeah, but that's if Rihanna go out. You know, like if Rihanna come out, yeah, that should be lit. You know what I mean? Right. We, you know,
he has a hard popular song called ASAP, but I don't think that's gonna perform well on the verses.
Yeah.
I don't think
that's about that. I know all about that. What you know about that? What you know about that?
It's just gonna be
that's where the edited version goes harder, in my opinion. That's a good topic. What songs where the edited version goes harder than the than the actual than the explicit. I think the edited version goes harder than the explicit
album version,
in my opinion. Yeah,
I don't remember.
I think so. Version. It's like because it's like it's like Loaded Faux is the explicit version, and then the edited version is like they're like loaded, and then it's like hey yo, but like something about it just like sounds sicker in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
For T.I., he got the big radio joints. It's like he could match up with mainstream wise with 50, but for the mixtape shit, I don't think he's fucking with 50.
Yeah.
He's got some good old school stuff. He does probably not enough to match 50, but enough to make it a good competition.
Yeah, he got. Like I said, he got another nigga good competition, but he just got to get his tough shit. He got to like really, and he has tough shit, but he really has to get in his back to the tough shit.
I think that's where he would lose if he tried to play with 50. Like if he tried to play into 50's game, that's where he's gonna lose. Just play what made you tip. Play them hits. Play them hits.
Like I said, but some of them hits not gonna hit when it comes to fifth. Real shit.
They going to hit. Trust me, because they hits.
No. I'm saying some of them hits, like the commercial hits, is not going to hit with fifth, bro. I promise.
If he played like Bring 'Em Out was a big hit for T.I.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like what's not gonna hit on stage is when Chip tries to do some obscure hard song that no one really cares about. Like you know
what I'm saying is he do got this shit that the people care about. And I ain't gonna lie, Bring 'Em Out will get this shit jumping. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Just like I knew, just like real shit. I apologize to Master P and them niggas because I swear to God, Cash Money was gonna do them dirty. I was wrong. Nigga, No Limit bought the tank out on them niggas. Yeah. Yo, they bought the tank out on niggas. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen to fifth. But again, I'm not sleeping on Tip, but at the same, you know what I'm saying, pause, whatever, but at the same time, like, you know, again, it has to be tough. Right. You get what I'm saying? It got to be tough.
If it's 20, you know, if it's 20 songs versus 20 songs, it's going to be a close competition. If it was like 40 tracks versus 40 tracks, then 50 would win. But since it's going to be, you know, like your top 20 tracks, then it's going to be a close competition, you know? So
let me ask you this. Right? What happened when originally T.I. called out Wayne? Well, they were talking about T.I. and Wayne, right? T.I. versus Wayne. With that, I was hearing about that before the Fifth and T.I. shit. We was hearing T.I. and Wayne. Now, again, just different person, but in the same situation because Weezy got some shit. He got shit. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I might be bugging. I probably am bugging, but I don't think. And I like Lil Wayne, but I don't think he has. I don't think he has massive amounts of hits. Like,
he got massive hits, bro. Weezy got massive hits.
Like the nigga from the White. Shit. Listen,
20 though. I think he has a cool. He has
20
a cool
tip, bro. 20. He got cool 20. He got cool 20. That's cool 20, bro. Yeah. Listen.
If T.I. do crew for crew, PSC not beating G Unit. G Unit got that on lock.
I mean, I don't think they doing it. Nah, they ain't doing that. They just doing 50
if he try to do some crew shit, I'm like, all he got to do is 50 got caught Banks, Yayo come out here. That's it. That's the round already.
Oh. Hey, Try, hold up, Try. You know I gotta ask you, bro. You knew this question was coming. You know I'm about to ask you because you already kind of give me out you indirectly. You know I gotta ask you. You know this question was coming. Listen.
What's up?
Banks versus Fab, bro. What's up?
Banks winning that all day. Better albums, better lyrically. I'll give the edge to Fab when it comes to the mixtapes, but album wise and lyrics, I think Banks is better than him.
All right, look, I'm listen. I cannot argue with that. I cannot. Listen, when the concept first hit the scene, well, we all know where the concept stemmed from, right? The whole Fab and Banks shit? For those who don't know, it stemmed from Fab catching a lyrical body, Christmas, right? All right, cool. So they say, oh, it should be Banks versus Fab, whatever, right? However, I've been hearing, different opinions, right? I said to myself, if Fab, first of all, Fab is a punchline king just as much as Banks, right? But I'm gonna tell you something. I know Banks got a lot of tough shit, right? But Fab might have an edge because he has his shit has a little more popularity. That's the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
That's the edge he has. Remember, he got some strong mixtape shit too. Remember, this is Mr. Soul Tape. This is Mr. Motherfucking what's that shit called? What's that shit called? Summertime Shootouts. We talking summertime shootouts, fab. We talking Soul Tape, fab. We talking Gangsta Grills, fab. The Funeral, fab. You get what I'm saying? The shit that if he was thinking, he would use that shit on Jada. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't do all that shit. He throw it in the bag, and he ain't doing that shit for Banks, bro. I'm keeping on the bucket with you. He not doing that throwing in the bag shit for Banks. Nah, he's gonna come through on some like, matter of fact, that was an intro to the energy you're gonna get from that freestyle. Right. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And plus, he learned from that L with Jada, real shit.
Right.
So me personally,
does he have the same type of street joints like Banks do?
Yeah, he can't rock with Banks.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. No, yes, he can. Yes, he can. Yes, he can. No, yes, he can.
Which one you talking about?
Listen, everything, nigga. He can rock with Banks. Yes, I'm not saying who's gonna win, but he can rock with Banks, bro. He can get in the ring pound for pound. Real shit.
My thing with Banks is, my thing with Fab is he punches a lot just like Banks, but like
again, you ain't hear enough. For you to say that, you ain't hear street shit. I promise you. You ain't hear. Let me ask you a question. Have you heard Soul Tape?
Yes, I heard him, but for sometimes.
No, it's street shit.
Sometimes Fab, he punches so much, he'll say some whack, corny shit. And it's like, bro.
Nah, I don't know what Fab you're talking about.
You say, yo, my dog will bark like a tree. Like, come on.
Ray, what
you talking about, bro?
What's your favorite? Hold up, Ray. What's your favorite like street track from Fabulous?
I don't know where to start.
A mixtape or album?
Of course, the mixtape. Of course, the mixtape shit. You get what I'm saying? Of course, the mixtape shit. Shit, nigga, Fifth got on that wave one time. What's that shit? Okay, call that shit. They jumped old boy on Summer Jam with and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like again, that it's a tough call. Don't get me wrong, but that's if anybody that can stand against Banks, it is Fab. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know when you talk about for the whack shit. You know what I'm saying? But the nigga made so much fire that I've heard. I can't even point out no whack shit. You get what I'm saying? Again, I listen to
what about Banks and Beans? I think Banks and Beans.
Oh, how we, y'all, listen, Banks and Beans, bro. How we get there, man?
I know. I'm just putting it out there. Like if it was like street shit, I got Banks.
How you skip Jada? But how y'all skip? You know when it comes to Bean, man, it gotta be Jada, bro.
He beat Fabulous. We already saw that was a slaughter.
Who beat Fabulous?
Jadakiss slaughtered.
No. I'm saying I'm talking about far as Beans. Like, listen, man. You think Versus won't give? You think Versus won't give Jada another Versus? Come on now.
It probably will. Yeah.
If it's anybody, it's Beans. Even with Beans talking that Nori shit, I'd rather be Jada than motherfucking anybody. Yeah, because you got to understand that's like that was right after Nas and Hole was Beans and Kiss.
I got Beans because Beans' body of work is better than Jadakiss on.
See, that's when you're wrong. See, that's when you're wrong. See. No. Listen. No. Listen. Understand this, y'all. Y'all forgetting one thing. It's only 20 songs.
I know.
It's only 20. Only 20. He don't need freestyle. He don't need all freestyle. He can sit, nigga. He can only listen. The nigga only needed one for the lock shit. You know what I'm saying? One. That's keep the ball. And that was strong.
I think lyrically Beans is better than Jada, but I don't know as far as doing the songs, like song for song. I don't know. I think Jada might got him on 20.
You know, Mike.
20 songs from Jadakiss.
Yes, you gotta say it's only y'all like listen, nigga, since Jada been out, nigga, we done heard over 500 of these motherfuckers. First of all, let's keep it buck.
I get it, but I'm talking
about what I'm saying. So what's 20 out of 500? What's 20 out of 500?
What's music?
Say it again.
What would you pick if you had to make his playlist and you had to pick through his albums. What you picking from his albums?
Everything that he played, everything he played against Fabulous.
Listen. In verses, right now, H.R. Burrow. Come on, now, H.R. Burrow. Listen, of course, I'm not going to pick everything from his albums. Come on, man. That's only a portion. That's a portion. Come on, hey, bro. Come on. I'm not falling for that. I'm not falling for that.
No, I'm saying you have to pick from his albums, though. That's what I'm saying.
All right, and you know what? Guess what? All right, from his album, I picked that shit. Show Discipline with Nas. All right, we gonna make it. We gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands up. First of all, and that's the first album. I didn't even get to the rest of the shit. Ain't nothing new.
Just stop at the first album.
He said seeing if a 7-figure check clear, all in my connect air driver cars that come out next year, block hit, I just coming out for some fresh air, night airs. Come on, man. Listen, that beat hit, nigga, Beans gotta come with it. Come on now. Hell yeah. And don't let me have a track from Freddie versus Jason. Don't let me have a track from a lock shit. Don't let me have something from a back and forth with the nigga Styles. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Because you know Beans gonna have free. You know Beans gonna have free, so he gotta have Styles. You get what I'm saying? You know Beans gonna have free. You know they're gonna do what we do is wrong. You get what I'm saying? Right. You know they're gonna do. You know Beans gonna do that rock shit. Then Beans gonna do shit like pressure bust pipes. Time to apply it now. Find a quiet town and tie it down. Beanie Mac, I supply it now. Come on, man. Shit like that. Even though keep it a buck.
Right.
That verse. Yeah, but Kiss had that verse before Beans. I remember he said he had that shit with Quo. It was Quo featuring Locks. That nigga said, used to buy it now, supply it now. That was Summer 97. Then Summer 98. You hear Beans saying that shit. And he even said he was inspired by the Locks. You get what I'm saying? But again, if Beans and Jada go at it, it won't be easy. Listen, Jada's gonna make it easy. He's not making it easy for nobody on verses. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is.
Well, Beans, he got 3 certified, bangers he could perform straight from the Becoming alone.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. That's my favorite album from Beans. That's my favorite album.
Feel It in the Air. One Shot Deal.
One Shot Deal with Redman. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Don't Stop. Tales of a Hustler.
I like
that shit is bread and butter. That shit. That's my shit.
Bread and butter, yeah. The Purple Rain joint.
Oh, I love Purple Rain with a Bun B, yo. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Them niggas went in, bro. Them niggas went in with that shit. Oh, yeah. I want to go outside, sipping that Purple Rain. Like,
and then Beans, he can go into his, feature verses, like his verse from Barack with Cameron and Miss Bleak.
Yep.
He can go into his verse from Guess Who's Back.
Right. Oh yeah, Scarface.
He's going his verse from Kiss Your Ass Goodbye remix.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like they can both do that.
If Fab at the, that's what I'm saying. But if Fab at the face Lloyd, you can't play Throw It in the Bag. If
that's what I said.
If Banks is playing Warriors, what you got for that, man?
Nah, but Lloyd got those songs too, though. He don't have like a whole. But that was more 50 like planning his singles than actually Banks doing that. Like you had On Fire, you had I'm So Fly, but he didn't have a lot of.
He also got Smile.
Why did I die? Song I sing. You ain't waiting for the war I bring. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Yo, that Warrior shit.
This part of something.
Beamer, Benz, and Bentley.
Yes, he can go into that from Beamer, Benz, and Bentley.
Right.
That was a huge hit.
Then he got the joint with Kanye. Was it Christian Dior? He was on the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album.
Nah, but I ain't gonna hold you. That shit with Beamer, Benz, and Bentley with Santana, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. They was both holding both crews down by themselves at that time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Santana with Dipset and Banks Rep Virginia. I think that was a good look.
Yeah.
And that shit was tough, yo. Santana part was tough too, bro. Real shit.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know what, but I ain't gonna hold you. Like I said, it'll be a tough one. I think I'm looking forward to it though, keeping a buck with you. Like I'm looking forward to seeing a Fab versus Banks. But again, I got some shit.
I feel like Jada slaughtered him. He need a win. He need to beat Banks.
Yeah, I think that he learned from that, and again, it's gonna be Funeral Fab, Summertime Shootout. You know what I'm saying? Soul Tape, and he got some shit for us like album. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it ain't. You know it is. He more of a feature rapper, and
right.
You know his features too. You know what I'm saying? You know he definitely getting his features back. So
and come out with Clue this time. Come out with Clue.
That's what I was gonna say. I only care for like Fabulous Sport. Like you know what I'm saying, the DJ Clue Fabulous. Like, that was my nigga right there.
Oh
yeah,
yo, remember that mixtape series he had, 2015,
and all that.
Yeah,
like all that shit. Yeah. Like
is that when he was rhyming over bitches and shit?
Yeah.
I'm talking about like the Fantastic Four Fab. Like,
that version too.
Like that's the Fab I fuck with. Like,
that was with Cam, Big Pun, and Cannabis.
Right.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he got, you know, he got some shit, you know. I gotta give it to him, but as far as what's his name? Banks. Now Banks. I don't even want to go there. Like I said, Kissing and Beans. Kiss got some shit for Beans, and Beans know, you know, this ain't 2001, 2026. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Real talk. Y'all might think I'm crazy, right? But yo, remember they were talking about the Nori and Beans joint, right?
Right.
I was going with Nori, bro.
What? Oh,
I'm gonna tell you why. Nah, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
In the verses, I go with Nori too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
Really? Y'all picking Nori over
Listen. I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, in the verses, yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Lyrically, Beans is better, but I like Nori music more. I ain't allowed him over Nori fan. Real talk.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like that era of Queens and singing in and all that shit he was doing back then. Then he was a firm affiliation.
How many joints Nori can do after his first album?
He I'm saying, like, that's all I need is that era, bro. Like Body in the Trunk. You know what I mean? Singing in shit. You know what I'm saying? Manji, this a nigga that came. Look, listen. This nigga stomped into the game with LA. All right? You know what I mean? Like, we first heard him from LA. We ain't hear no just some little shit. We heard him from LA.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a set off right there. Everybody had they set off. You know what I'm saying? Pac set off was same song. Nas Live at the Barbecue. You know what I'm saying? The list goes on. His shit was LA.
He's gonna definitely need Capone with him.
Yeah, of course.
And he damn sure not performing anything from Melvin.
I actually don't.
That's what I was trying to get at. Like, what?
That's only one album, bro. But you gotta understand. He another one has some raw shit. Remember Scene in Reunion shit? Don't forget that. The Scene in Reunion shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got some shit. You know what I mean? The shit he made with all them other Queen shit and shit like that. Yo, Nori got some shit. And you know, and again, like, I remember all that real like dope mixtape shit they used to have. You know what I'm saying? And Grimy. Then he came back again with Grimy shit like that. Real talk. He got some shit. Yeah.
The Violator album with Styles P.
Yeah. Right.
And don't forget, he had one of the dopest songs on the Firm album. That was his shit.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, that shit was tough, man. That shit was tough. Tragedy was hating, bro.
You said Tragedy was hating?
He can also perform sometimes.
Say it again?
He can also perform sometimes.
But that's
my favorite song, yo. That's my favorite song.
He even go into his reggaeton bag. Remember when he was doing the reggaeton?
Right.
No, he would lose rounds if he goes into reggaeton.
All right. Nah, say that for reggaeton. But he yeah. But you know what? I don't know. He might shit. You never know. That shit might get it jumping.
Yo, they love the reggaeton.
Word up. You see what, like I said. Oh man, that nigga lit that motherfucking Super Bowl up. That nigga had a real wedding there, yo. Somebody really got married.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Word up.
He had Cardi B there. He had Pedro Pascal, the actor.
Yo, he had a barbershop, bro, up there too.
He had a barbershop up there. Crazy.
Yeah, that was a real. Look, that was a real barbershop. The people that were vendors, those were real people, like people that he actually like community, like love, real shit.
Right.
That shit was like all authentic, and you know what I mean. Right. But yeah, yo, like, listen, we need to see that Fab Bank shit.
I mean, now that the Super Bowl is over, I hope they have some better performances at All-Star Weekend. Because last year was kind of
the NBA.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I want to see something other than like hip hop and rap, like for some reason, like you know what I'm saying, like give it a break.
Next year? Who would you have next year?
I don't know. Let me think.
Taylor Swift?
Nah, not that. Like we tired of her. Like we seen enough of her.
You said something different. I'm just throwing names out
there.
Yeah,
like maybe like Aerosmith or something. I don't know. Like
Aerosmith, okay.
Something different, man.
Aerosmith. Okay.
Man, I you know what I would have said Earth, Wind and Fire, but you can't do no.
They ain't ready for that.
Maurice White.
They ain't ready for that. They ain't ready for Earth, Wind and Fire, man. They ain't ready for that. Let me tell you something, man. That's classic, man.
But the ill thing is, Verdine White got more energy than all of those younger cats combined.
With a guitar, right?
Nah, you're not lying. Hey, yo, bro, I seen him perform at the Pack like a couple years ago. Yo, them niggas is the real deal still, real shit.
What about Drake? Would you have Drake's come back at the Super Bowl next year?
Oh God!
God! Word up.
Didn't Drake think that he turned down the Super Bowl already?
That's what he said. That he turned it down because he didn't want to overshadow Bad Bunny. I don't believe
niggas ain't asked him that shit. Niggas ain't asked Drake shit.
I don't believe
niggas ain't asked him to perform. They asked was he coming through. They ain't asked was he.
He's saying they asked him to perform and he didn't want to steal his shine or whatever. Bad Bunny shine.
But if he was offered to perform at the halftime show, would he stand on business and be like, you know what? In order for me to perform, Lil Wayne gotta be a headliner.
I think that would be the way for him to come back. Honestly, within the hip hop community, I think that would be his way to come back. If he put on a phenomenal show and you bring out Weezy finally, because Weezy been bitching since Kendrick performed. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fellas, hold up. You said come back?
Yeah, that to me, that's the only way he could come back. Like all the shit that he's done.
Drake canceled? So that means Drake canceled.
He canceled. Yeah, he's canceled.
Damn.
What was the last time everybody? I mean, they mentioned Drake for still the battle and the lawsuits, but he really fucked himself over. Like for him to
that
come
cool
back
shit,
now,
Hey, bro, I mean, yeah, like I said, in the beginning, man. Like I respect him that he was actually, going back and forth with
he was battling.
He's actually battling, but ain't the court shit.
He gave us an apology and shit.
Yeah, but that nothing compares to the court shit. I thought that was like trolling. I thought people were trolling when they said that. I didn't know they were actually going to take that to court. I mean, it's so fucking corny. Like,
right?
Oh man, like I like when it comes to a battle, man. All I want to hear is shit talking in the booth. That's all. I don't hear no violence. And I damn sure want to hear motherfuckers talk about taking somebody to court. That's the corniest shit in the world. Damn, nigga, even Backstreet Boys ain't take motherfucking what's the name of the Justin and them to the fucking court. Shit,
right?
The fuck.
So that would be his only possible way of getting good again with the community.
But if you look at the past performance at the halftime show, they performed with symbolism. They was performing for something bigger than themselves. So what would Drake? So what is Drake going to do?
He would have to get on that stage and within his performance have like everything based around his apology.
No. He said some other shit. Rock said some other shit. You ain't what Rock just said.
I heard what he said, but I'm saying for Drake to come back,
right?
His whole Super Bowl performance would have to be admitting that I fucked up. This is my apology within my Super Bowl performance. It would have to be something like that. Because other than that, like at this point, he's dropping Iceman this year. Nobody care about that album. Who's gonna be talking about? Oh, did you hear the new Iceman album?
No. What I'm saying is that if you look at Kendrick, when he performed, it was, a lot of pro-black, a lot of black liberation symbolism. With Bad Bunny, and it was about Puerto Rican pride. It was about standing up against ICE. Like, my question is, what is Drake going to when if Drake does perform? What is Drake going to represent that is something bigger than himself?
You got to represent admitting being a human and admitting his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like he's. It seemed like he's so far removed from that, and I think that's like even when A$AP Rocky was talking about his relationship with Drake, like they stopped talking because he felt like Drake was jealous of him, right? The Cole thing, like when Rory and Mal was talking, and Mal was like, oh, well, you know, Cole and Drake hasn't spoken since the battle, like they just stopped speaking. Right, so it's like
I wouldn't speak A$AP Rocky either.
You know that though.
Huh? Listen, if I was Drake, I wouldn't speak A$AP Rocky. Nigga, you got Rihanna, nigga.
But how would Mar
that's
know?
So petty. I'm just fucking with you now. Bro, it's like, bro, you remember that the nightclub in New York City? They had like a Chris Brown and Drake is fighting over Rihanna, and people got injured in that.
But what I don't understand is that these are grown men. Like, this is so high school. Like,
exactly.
How does Maul know that, you know, J. Cole stopped speaking to Kendrick? Even if that was the case, like, how's it your business? You know what I mean?
Supposedly he's saying that he's close to Drake's camp, and that the camp told him that Cole had a conversation with Kendrick, and whatever happened in that conversation, it led to Cole stop speaking to Drake, and supposedly he's saying like that's gonna be the next battle is Cole and Drake. I'm like, Cole gonna beat his ass too.
I feel like
he actually battle him.
I feel like Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, they handle this like grown men more than
Nicki Minaj.
These people involved.
Nicki Minaj, who's a MAGA Trump supporter.
Oh man, nah.
But what I'm saying is that
when has she ever handle a battle well?
No. What I'm saying is that the way I'm talking about like the he say, she say, like Mars saying, you know, J. Cole, stop speaking to Kendrick. So J. Cole, he owes an explanation to the public on why he stopped speaking.
He stopped speaking to Drake.
Kendrick, like this is so high school. Like even as immature as Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj were, they handled it more like grown men than these niggas did.
And why did Nicki end that so peacefully, but she's going attacking Jay-Z and Rock Nation and everybody else?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Nicki, man. I think Nicki on drugs or something, yo. I don't know what's going on, man. Like, how does this even happen, man?
Right.
Yeah, it don't even make any sense. This whole now, this is a question I gotta ask y'all. Could she come back? Is it over?
I think it's over for her too. Just like Kanye. See how the minute Kanye put on that MAGA hat, it was over for him, and he was already crazy.
I mean, if she put out an album next month,
nobody gonna listen to it.
Like her bars will buy it, but a lot of people that she offended, they're going to drop from the wilderness, because number one, like in this kind of political climate,
drop from the wilderness.
You cannot you cannot make these kind of comments when there's so many attacks on DEI, when there's so many acts of violence by ICE against legal citizens and even illegal migrants. The way that she has turned her nose up at Black women. Like, people have long memories, and yeah, she could put out an album and she could sell it to her bars. She could go on Queen's radio and talk about this person, that, and the other, and talk about them like a dog. But your reputation is in the shits.
Exactly.
And it's going to take more than good music for her to really get back to where she was.
Bro, it's the whole Young Money is in trouble. Drake, Weezy, and Nicki, they all need a do-over right now.
Man, what Weezy do?
Weezy been bitching about
he's been putting out bad albums. That's what he's been doing.
Yeah, bad albums, and he's been bitching about the Super Bowl for like the last 2 years.
Oh no. That ain't worse than what they did though. Remember, I mean, I understand, but I thought you were talking about he did something like what they did, because I ain't gonna lie, man. Kanye had a Kanye was just like he did worse shit, and then I never get one day. This was in maybe 2020, 2021, maybe 20, something like that. I'm in the kitchen, and you know how the YouTube just keep playing random shit.
Right.
And I just heard a song, so I started dancing to this shit. Like, oh, who the fuck is this?
Right.
My fucking wife at the time was like, "Nigga, you gonna be mad? You hear who this is?" It was Kanye, yo. Life like this is what your life like. I was like, oh, this motherfucker. I don't like that because I'm not supposed to, you know, I'm not supposed to rock with him. Yeah, I'm not supposed to rock with him. You know what I'm saying? And the next he got some shit, I'm just rocking to him. Like, oh shit. But then he started doing weird shit again. Then he come out with Donda. So it's like
the worst part is that the majority of people don't care because Kanye just sold out. Like, you know, he just announced his shows. And they sold out. People don't care. People don't care.
Cool.
That's the unfortunate part about, you know, about this country and the world is that, like, you know, there's not enough people who actually care about like people's actions. Like they may say, oh, like that's terrible, but like they're still buying tickets and going to see him. Like what's up with that?
And buying his clothes.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it's, you know, like you said, like first of all, I don't think Drake's gonna be performing at the halftime show, but I think I just don't see him like apologizing. Like I just don't see that with him. And I think with Drake, like his stuff is what he's done isn't as bad. Like, yeah, definitely that was like whack for him to take him to court or whatever. But
that was corny as hell.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's more like corny and just kind of whack. So whereas I think if it just comes back to the music for him. Whereas like with Nicki and with Kanye, it's different. It's like if they drop a fire album, like that's not going to make up for you know
what they did.
Everything.
Yeah.
So, but again, it goes back to like the majority of people like just don't care, and like they'll still listen to the stuff and they'll still support it because they just don't care enough, and that's just the way kind of the way of the world, which is just kind of sickening. But,
so you think Nicki Minaj, because Nicki Minaj, her shit was see with Kanye, because he recently apologized. I'm not saying apology means something, but
right.
He knew that who he affected was the blacks and the Jews, right. With her, nigga, she was just disrespecting everybody. It's like she teamed Trump, even though he was too. Don't get me wrong, he had a White Lives Matter shirt and shit. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, only thing is white is that shit up your nose for talking that shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, well, if she drops, she's not gonna just drop. It's like if she drops / when she drops, there'll be something. There'll be some sort of apology, or there'll be some sort of statement, or there'll be some sort of thing justifying her actions, and like her fans and whatever are just gonna fall for it. Like most of them are just gonna fall for it, I feel like. So
could you imagine if Eminem would have said the same things that Nicki Minaj or Kanye West did?
Right.
People would be running him out of hip hop right now.
Right.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I wanted to go back to a couple things. I didn't want to like cut you guys off before when you were talking about the mass appeal, how they're doing the like what's it called, like do your own collab. Imagine that. Yeah. So super dope. I love that concept. And I just I gotta plug my favorite artists all time. You know who they are? Try Cunning Linguists.
Yes,
Cunning Linguists, man. They're my favorite hip hop group of all time, and they did that. They did it was like a fan sourced album where they put it out to the fans, like, yo, like who do you want to see on this album? And they got like the best all the best underground people on the album, and like they did that. So they got on this album. Listen to these features. They got Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Zion I, Murs, Blue, Raw Scion from Common Market, Substantial, ASAP Rock, Self-Titled, Apathy, Master Ace, J Live, and Tone Deaf. They got all these guys on this album, like from this fan sourced album. So so it kind of reminds me of that. So if Mass Appeal goes through with it, and they actually pick like the top artists that fans are picking, people are going to be really pleased with that.
You know, they set up the website where you can actually fill out the form on the website, and then you tag them. They're actually looking at all the fans. I was doing a lot of them and tagging them, so I hope they saw my collaborations on
yeah, it's awesome. It's cool. So yeah, I wanted to give shouts to Cunning Linguist. It would be awesome for one of these days to do a live stream of one of their albums, like with you guys, because that'd be a lot of fun. Because
I'm aware of them. I haven't heard like all their stuff, so I know you could probably tell me what's their best album and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then also I wanted to say too, like with when you guys were saying about how if artists last long enough, like they're gonna drop a whack album, you know, and like that, I agree with that. Like that's true with everyone, except again with Cunning Linguist, they've been around since they dropped their first album in 2000, something like that, and they're still dropping albums to this day. No bad albums, no bad projects. Like
you're gonna say that.
How many? How many?
How many have they dropped?
Yeah.
So together as a group, they've dropped 7 albums, but they also have individual albums. And so there's 3 members in the group. So that makes it 10. They've also dropped at least 4 mixtapes. So that makes it 14. They also have side projects. All of these are fire. Like none of them are bad. Like 3 or 4 side projects. So that takes it up to like somewhere between 15 and 20 projects overall.
So they got 15. They got 10 and 10.
What's that?
So you think they all are 10s?
No, they're not all 10s. I would say all of their albums are 9 to 10s. And their side projects are all 9 to 10s, and one of their side projects is like an 8. But like none of them are flops in any way.
Now I get what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that Nas double album, Streets Disciple. I was pissed because that was my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
But you know, since you know, but at least I thought you were gonna say 10, like 10, shit like that. But yeah, I get you. Yeah. I got like the one that I would like live stream for you guys. It's called Dirty Acres, and so they're from the South, right? They're from Kentucky and Atlanta. So like two of the members are from Kentucky and one of them's from Georgia. So they're from the South, and it's like an homage. It's like a southern rap album, and it's an homage. And they got Devin the Dude on there. They got Fonte on there. I was about to say, I ain't gonna lie. I was when you mentioned, you said the South and all that. I was thinking of Little Brother. I was really thinking of Little Brother.
Yeah, and you know what, Fonte. It's. I think it's my. I'm like. It's crazy to say this, but I think it's my favorite Fonte verse of all time. Is his feature on that song?
Oh no, I rocks with them. To me, Little Brother is like the they give you that De La Soul, a little bit of Tribe from North Carolina energy, bro.
Yeah, they gave us 2 classics, and then after 05, complete shit. They knocked one to the left, and then they gave us crap after that.
Who that?
Yeah,
Little Brother.
Little Brother. Oh shit!
That was it. It's like they knocked one to the left, and then they were doing their own shit. I'm like, whoa, this is not the same Little Brother.
Yeah.
I saw the documentary too.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. They said that, but I heard they not. They said that was their last album or something like that recently.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I mean, because it was like, well, there was infighting with Ninth Wonder and Big Pooh because he didn't know Big Pooh. It was Fonte and Ninth Wonder from college. They started it first, and then Big Pooh came in, but he always had friction with Big Pooh. So him and Big Pooh never got along. And then once Ninth Wonder left, it was like Fonte felt some type of way because he's like, yo, like, you know what? Ninth Wonder felt the same way. I mean, Fonte felt the same way about Ninth Wonder, the same way CL Smooth felt about Pete Rock leaving.
I knew you were going to say that, bro. Damn.
He said it in the documentary. It's the same shit. Right? Because when they went on tour and Ninth Wonder was supposed to be there and he left. Like, his wife was there and then he left with his wife or whatever. And they never been the same.
So y'all don't think that's going to happen again?
Nah. CL Smooth and Pete Rock now. I don't.
No, not CL. I'm talking about
Little Brother.
Little Brother. Without Knife Wonder though.
No.
I think
it's not
they gotta have
Knife
Wonder
without
back in there fully though. It can't be you half-assing it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like to perform shows and shit like that too. You know what I mean? Because when I just perform shows,
potentially. Because
some people be like, the reason why I asked that because in this day and time, man, motherfuckers be using that it's my last album shit to the max.
Like
as a market.
Cole did the same thing. He did the same shit recently.
Not everybody, but not just like, but it's my even Styles. Styles said it's my last solo album. Next you know, Styles got some shit coming out, right? Wu-Tang, it's our last tour. Next you know, they're gonna reunite again.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, West Side Gun been saying it's my last album for like 5 fucking years now.
Right.
Niggas gonna miss me when I'm good.
He's dropping like me this year. Like I'm like he's not going nowhere.
This nigga drop every week. I feel like, but yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I pulled up the lyrics. I want to read a couple bars just from this Fonte verse. So he says, "On the same page, just couldn't get it right. Macintosh of my eye, let me take a megabyte. I cordially invite you to come take a ride in my thoughts. Switch memory lanes while we dream and wander in. And in return, I'll strip my inhibitions and go skinny dipping in your stream of consciousness."
And that's your favorite verse from Fonte. I don't all that stuff.
Go skinny dipping in your stream of consciousness.
In return, I'll strip my inhibitions and go skinny dipping in your stream of consciousness. I mean, woo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's deep.
Skinny dipping.
And that's how, because he's matching Cunning Linguist. They like basically all the I'm super into like deep lyrical stuff.
Yeah, that's a scheme right there. Yeah,
exactly. So that's the type of like rap that I'm into, is like that underground stuff, you know. And that wordplay, double entendres, the like lyrical stuff. So he kind of channeled his like Cunning Linguist with that verse, and that's why I say it's one of my favorite verses from him, because he got to that level where like every one of his bars is like a double entendre or even a triple entendre for that one. So,
well, this was a great stream, man. Like, you know, y'all shout out your socials before we leave. What y'all got coming up?
Oh, yo, Kavis, you know what I'm saying? The album just dropped back last month on my birthday, January 12th. It means everything. It's out on Bandcamp right now. It's a compilation album. I am not a rapper anymore. I am a music producer. So it's a compilation album that features various artists. I got artists from Jersey. I got artists from New York. I got artists from Charlotte, North Carolina, where I reside at right now. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's dope, man. I'm getting a lot of good reviews from it. Try and Reg gave it 4.5 out of 5. Other people has called it a classic, man. So I am definitely honored, man, and happy to be putting out some classic music. That's like a dream to me. So, yo, thank you, and you go check that out.
You got a new video that dropped.
Oh yeah, and the new video that dropped a few days ago from one of the songs called "Call of War," featuring an artist named Lucid Bars, dope artist, and we'll be doing another video on March 5th at the MC Challenge in Charlotte.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you what with you, bro.
Send that to me.
I thought he was, you know, all this whole time, bro. You know, I thought he was, bro. You know, my guy that just usually on with us, the comedian.
Ant. Nah, Ant couldn't make it tonight.
I thought that was
also
him.
North Carolina too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought. I was like, damn, why is he asking me? Am I from Jersey? We discussed it. I thought that was the same person. Now I thought that was the same person.
Nah.
Yeah.
I gotta get all the North
I was like, yo, why you asking me that? We discussed it. No wonder. Shit, yo, pardon me, bro. I thought you was my guy that was from here last week. Just had the camera off.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, damn. He's like, okay, yeah. Peace, bro. Peace. That's why I'm like, damn. I didn't know he was from Jersey this whole time, whatever, you know.
Yeah,
word. Like I said, bro, I'm get your contact from Triborough. We're gonna definitely link up.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm gonna put the link to the album in the chat again. Hold on.
Yeah, I couldn't see the link in the chat, yo. I don't know why it's not. I don't see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's connect on like Instagram. We'll have Try connect us and
okay. Yeah, Mojo's an artist too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mojo's an artist. He got a new album out.
Yeah,
Mojo doing this thing, bro.
Yeah. I'll give my shout real quick. So I got a new track coming out in a week, which is a really. I think it's my most important track to come out yet. It's got features from all over the world. It's a cypher track, so it's got like 8 different verses on there, and from all over the world. We got people from the UK, from Canada, from Sri Lanka, from Africa, from all over the world. Everyone delivering a positive message, and it's really dope. So I'm excited for that. So that drops in a week. My new album came out at the end of last year, so got all the music, all the good stuff, on my socials, on Spotify, on Bandcamp, everywhere. Mojo Flows everywhere. So appreciate it, Try.
No doubt. Ray, when you dropping the documentary, bro.
Listen. I'm glad you brought that up. Listen, shit is heavy. Next month, we still don't got a finalized date for the first platform, because the first platform is a new platform. And like I said, after that is Amazon and Tubi. However, shout out to the Temple of Hip Hop. If you're in the Jersey area, the Temple of Hip Hop, shout out to Karis One, shout out to the Zai Nobility, who's the curator of this whole event. You gotta respect the legacy of hip hop legends. Screening will be at the Temple of Hip Hop March 28th. Also, look out for the premiere of You Gotta Respect docuseries on Globe House TV. Date will be announced very soon. It's looking like the top of April, late March, right? Then after that's more situated. Then you'll get the Amazon and Tubi dates later on. But it's all in process right now. For those who don't know, You Gotta Respect is a docuseries that features legends from Jersey, such as the GOATs, Redman, Naughty, Lord's Underground, Rod Digger, the list goes on. Also features a segment called Verse Gods, which is Smith and Wesson, Old Red. The list goes on. Biff James. The list goes on. Roscos. The list goes on. And look out for it on updates on Instagram. You Gotta Respect UGOTTA RESBCT on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yo, Triborough, we should make a little group chat with like all the regulars who hop on your podcast on Instagram. So just like we can drop like our links on there, so we can just support each other. I'm
gonna have I have Ray on the other podcast with me and a movie impulse, but I'm gonna have like you and Kavase and Rocco also on there. Hopefully, at some point, if we got like a Friday night free, we could just go live with them.
Yeah, no, I'm saying just like a group chat where we can just like send things, when we can just obviously like we won't flood it or anything like that. It'll just be like when new things drop or whatever, and then when you're going live. I don't know, just an idea if you want to.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
For sure. Rocco, what you got going on, bro? I know you're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, like what at the end of the month on the I think the last Saturday of this month is on the 28th. So I'm gonna do a retrospective on Superfly the movie, and we can touch on the album, and probably do it around 8:00.
Okay.
I think 8:00 is a good time, and I want to do it on StreamYard, and I want to do it with you, Triborough, with you, Ray, Mojo, Kai, and we can have the regulars that are that rock with us here, to have like a round table panel to discuss, what we liked about the movie, talk about the dialogue, talk about the action, talk about Superfly's movies influence, and talk about the soundtrack, the greatness of Curtis Mayfield, and hit. And if you're as a matter of fact, you can let me know through through IG, and my IG is RAKABASH. I would love to have all of y'all guys on, so if you're free on the 28th at 8, I would love to have y'all on. And on a side note, I'm glad my Pistons won, because we are shorthanded because of the suspensions of Jalen Duren and Isaiah Stewart. And the next game after the All-Star break is going to be against the Knicks at the Garden. That's going to be a good one.
We got to win that.
Yeah.
We got to win that. But we haven't won against them.
Yeah, like I think like the average margin of victory is being like 30, so I know the Knicks are going to be very motivated, to get a win off of us, especially when we're not going to have Duren and Isaiah Stewart. So, and I saw that the Knicks won. They put a beat down on the 76.
They beat tonight,
yeah, they won by I think 41 points.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, so and it's a pleasure to talk. It's a pleasure to know Ray and Mojo, Kai, man. Good talking to y'all. I hope I get to know y'all better.
Yeah,
yes,
great
man.
talking
with
all you guys.
Man.
Down. Salute to Justin, Luna. Salute. I gotta make Luna the moderator here. Salute to Luna, Ray Sean, Reg, Uncle Freezy. He left early.
Freeze, man. Hey, stop playing, bro. Let's
I told him, I'm like, we gotta get Ray on Echoes and Essence, man.
So
salute to everybody that came through. Look at Friday nights. Check us out. Me and Movie AV Impulse on What Takes Unfiltered on YouTube, 9 p.m. on Friday nights. And look out, we got some special guests coming also, so look out for that. And follow the Instagram page, What Takes Unfiltered. Follow the YouTube channel for that. We're gonna upload the live streams to that YouTube channel. And follow me on Instagram, and subscribe, like, comment, share. Shout out to Mark Nash for last night. He hit me up after the live stream. He's like, we gotta go live again. Because it was like his audience was just crazy. Like I wasn't throwing no shade to Cole. I'm just saying I like the Cole album. I don't think it was great. There was some issues, but I don't hate J. Cole. But shout out to Mark.
Y'all both had some points. But the shit was funny overall, though. The shit was hilarious.
Oh, they were coming from my neck. I'm like, bro,
word is boy, yo.
I love Cole. I was just like, I got an opinion on the album though. Like the album was good, but he had some flaws in it. That's all I was saying to them. They were like,
they definitely had you on the ropes on defense mode, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. They definitely, they was like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It felt like the Dreamville whole fan base was just ready for him. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and it's good. Like you see, like the thing that YouTube do now, like you can stream from another platform. So like the live stream is on my channel, because like we simultaneously streamed it. So y'all can check it out. It was like 2 hours, but he hit me up. He's like, I like you when you're angry and when you're going at the my audience. I'm like, but I don't want to do that though. Like I'm just telling my opinion on the album. I'm like, I don't hate Cole.
Yeah, because this wasn't the Triborough we had last night, bro. Yo.
was crazy. It was crazy.
I like when that Trevor comes up.
It was funny though. I stumbled across it on a humble, bro. I just happened to wake up, go to the bathroom. Next thing you know, I'm looking at my phone. Like, hold up, what's this?
He sent me the link. He was like, "Yo, I need you to come on and talk about the album." I'm like, I'm telling you my honest opinion on it. I like it, but there was some flaws on it, and his audience did not like what I had to say. So
you got jumped.
It's always like that.
They jumped you in the chat.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Never again. It was crazy. But thank you all as always. Definitely support each other, content, follow each other. Great artists and content creators here, and this was a fun live stream as always. And we out. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, man. Hey.